Nigga, hey, I'm about to start this podcast about fucking hoes and
Megadeth.
Yeah, and Megadeth. You ever see that thing of Dave Mustaine saying Megadeth, but he clearly says the hard R?
Yeah.
Oh, you have seen it too?
Of course I've seen that.
All right, well, I'll call you after we're done, all right?
All right, well, I'm going to fucking TJ to do illegal stuff, so.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, call me after you've been kidnapped or whatever.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I hope I get kidnapped.
Yeah, I bet. All right, man. See you later.
Yep, bye.
All right, nigger death. All right. I said Megadeth.
No, you didn't.
I said Megadeth.
I'm gonna be real. I think that word's been used a little too much on the podcast lately, and I feel a little uncomfortable.
Megadeth?
I think.
Yeah, Megadeth. Yeah.
I think just like Dave, y'all think you heard something, but I said Megadeth.
I can hear Mega now. I hear Megger.
You're the only
I
one.
hear Megger.
I don't even hear it. It's like
Megadeth.
I hear egg or death.
Guys,
Please get a fresh start.
yeah.
This is too
Go
chaotic.
ahead.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast, everybody. It's me, Chris. It's that Sweeney. It's him, Derek.
I'm a him.
What?
Not
Oh, yeah,
that,
him.
Whatever.
Sorry, I get I'm not.
Get
I'm
my
not.
pronouns right.
I'm not up to date with pronouns, and now I don't have to be.
Yeah, like I'm liking the new era.
New
where you
era.
can just be as shitty as humanly possible. It's sick.
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah,
so
dude.
sick.
Fuck you.
I like how the worst people on the planet are so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to hide being a terrible person. Woo! And I was like,
You
should.
at least curb it.
What's
Yeah.
crazy is that like Christians, a lot of decent Christians are coming out to work and being like, "This is not what God would want," and it's like.
And then they're getting bullied.
And they're
Fuck
getting
you.
bullied by people that are like, I love God so much.
Who
And
was
it's
that like that lady bishop chick when she was like, please, Trump, have mercy on the marginalized and this, that. And people were like, what the fuck, you piece of shit?
It was such a nothing state. It was such a milquetoast.
It was exactly
sermon.
what you'd think a Christian would say.
It's like it would
it's
be
what
like
Christian. It's what Christian lore would want you to believe.
Jesus lore.
yeah.
If you're going through Jesus core, you'd be like, "Oh, Jesus would want this."
Yeah.
but it's been like that for a long time. People are like,
I
"I'm
know,
Christian," and it's like, "Yeah, but you're like homophobic and racist and prejudiced."
Yeah, we don't
and,
like that Jesus shit. We
and it's
like
you know,
the stuff after and a little before.
Jesus was low key mega gay.
He was. He was like a commie cuck with long hair.
Yeah, fucking cuck Jesus.
I was like,
dang, I'm not even Christian. I just thought he was a nice guy. I was like, "Oh, this is probably a good dude."
that's
No,
the
he's a
problem.
cuck.
He's a
Real.
pussy cuck beta male.
he would have blue hair today.
He totally would. Jesus would have blue hair.
You just
nerd.
totally be friends with a lot of OnlyFans chicks, like hanging out with them. Like, yo, this is lit. I'm glad you're doing good with yourself, man.
Now he's like, oh,
Did he literally befriend prostitutes?
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna heal this sick person, like a homeless and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
you bankers, you money changers, you're being too ruthless and you're stealing too much money from people. I'm gonna whip them, and all of a sudden, what a pussy.
Jesus was hanging out with the prostitutes to heal them from their slutness.
That's
My-
exactly
my-
why I do it.
My thing, that's crazy. Yeah, that's why I
That's
do
the
it
only
too.
reason why I do it.
I'm trying to
Same.
kill myself with my
Yeah.
dick. With my dick a lot.
Yeah, my dick cures them of their whoreness, and then they're like, thank you, Jesus.
Jesus. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Remember, you can go over to patreon.com/snark tank. You can, what is it, $1 and you get like jerked off or something?
You get
I don't remember.
what? Wait,
I don't
why
remember
aren't
the
I
perks.
subscribed?
I don't remember the
Damn.
perks exactly. It's like it's $1 you get jerked off, $2 you get jerked off, $5 you don't get anything,
Yeah, you don't get
$10 you don't get nothing, $25 you don't get jerked off.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, you get a wink. You're like,
yeah,
hey, thanks, man.
$50 you get a one wink. It's like the opposite pricing structure.
$50 you get a what you call, you get a picture of our dicks coming. like in mid cum, you get like an image
Yeah.
of the dick.
That's
coming.
dope. So you take a video,
But it's forward facing.
or like so you do like or you do like the burst. You do the burst, so you can.
It's like the ending of the intro credits of Rugrats.
yeah.
That is cum, isn't it?
it's-
That's definitely not milk or nothing.
It's just
right?
an
It's
upsetting.
definitely milk. What do you mean?
It's definitely
just that-
not.
No, it's
milk.
definitely not. It's definitely formula.
Yeah,
No, no, they're too old.
human
They're too old.
formula.
No, they're too they're-
from balls. And
At what
what's the
age?
other thing? What's the other thing? The prostate.
Prostate.
Yeah, the prostate and the balls work together to make the Rugrats ending.
I thought prostate was an insurance company.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's all state you fucking chimps. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's prostate stands.
When are you gonna get? You should. Because what is it? We're 30, 31.
Yeah.
We should start getting prostate exams soon. Otherwise, we're gonna die.
Like in 15 years.
Oh, 15? I thought it was like.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
At 30, they're like, oh, you can start doing it. if
You
have
can,
a
but they say
problem.
45 is like the official. Like
should
do
have-
it.
you should have
Do
one
it.
by
Get dry fingers. They go they go in
Yeah.
and until you bust and then you awaken. You're like, this whole time I could have been doing this.
Yeah.
That's basically the whole. They don't care about checking for cancer.
Sandpaper gloves.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
fucking,
barbed wired fucking
80,
barbed wire
80 proof
gauntlet.
sandpaper, just fucking, or I don't know if it's called proof, but like 80.
proof. I understand. Like
It's
what
been-
you were trying to convey transitioned through into
Yeah.
That
making
kind of
sense.
sandpaper, I've felt like that kind of sandpaper before, and like I know it did micro tears on my hand. Like I didn't see anything ripped open, but I was like, there's definitely small cracks in my hand.
Why
right
was
now.
that? Why were you putting that on your
'Cause I just
hand?
wanted to see what it was like. My friend was like, "Yo, you want to see this shit?"
You
I
want-
had a friend that's like, dad did like a bunch of like fucking like, what is it like? It's not paper mache. It's like paper mache, but real. You know, like real, like I guess.
What? are
Not
you talking
dioramas.
about?
Like
I don't
it's
know.
the idea when you just like sculpting, I guess, or whatever it is. Sort of like sculpting, but with that kind of material.
Okay.
Sort
Okay.
of like set
Yeah.
design stuff.
Yeah.
All right, whatever, man.
And he was like, "Dude, this shit is crazy." And I was like, "Oh, really? Fuck."
Oh, and your hand started bleeding?
It
You know
didn't
what's
bleed.
crazy?
It didn't bleed. It just I knew there were a bunch of small tears.
You know what's crazy? There's sand, and then there's paper, and there's sandpaper, but there's no paper sand. Isn't that nuts?
I think that's bullshit.
I think I'm pretty pissed off.
Is it sand that feels like paper at that moment? Because sandpaper is paper that feels sand-like. It's paper sand that feels paper-like.
I feel like is paper sand just like a sheet of glass?
Whoa, thin glass. If glass is so thin, when glass is super thin, does it bend?
No?
Why
No. I don't know why,
But
but
it's-
I
The thinnest sheet of glass.
well, no, there must, because there's foldable glass.
But it's folding at points, not exactly entirely. Like you can't crumple glass up into a ball.
Says who?
Yeah, says who?
You don't know all the.
I don't know if you can.
Says who is such a fucking, such a snot-nosed child response.
It's such an asshole. Like I just want to be right.
Yeah.
You don't know the inner workings of the entire universe.
I thought when I was younger.
How
I
arrogant of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I thought all sand could become glass when I was younger.
Is that not true?
No.
What do you mean?
It has to have a high silicon
So it needs to be like sorted or whatever, and like you need to separate the dumb gay sand from like the cool like glass sand.
I mean,
I think you have to make it. I think you have to use a lot of silicon in general.
I
So
mean, it
glassifies.
is silicone. It's silicon dioxide.
Yeah, but not every bit of it has the same.
Not
exact
every
amount.
grain so
has the same amount
So
of
like what he
silicon.
said, you have to like separate it so it's that's
I'd
that
assume
type of.
so, but also I think some just naturally has more than others. Like
I feel
some
like
just,
certainly.
There's probably because there are different grains of sand, so
Yeah,
I
for
understand what
sure.
you're saying.
I feel like certainly if
I'm
you
not using
nuked
the
a
right-
beach,
I'm not hearing.
there would be a lot of glass.
Yeah, for sure. On average, there'd be a lot of glass, a lot of not. Also, there'd be a lot of like just,
Guys,
like,
I feel really fucking retarded talking about this.
All right, let's move on. Let's
I
move
like
on to
feeling
let's
retarded.
move on to the.
Because
Let's
there's
move on.
somebody pulling their hair out. They're like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
these people are so stupid." Like, yes,
We're not glass
I'm thinking of the
scientists.
yeah, I'm
word-
not one of those people
there's
that
a word that
blow
like
the glass and then fucking fuck it.
Yeah, man.
hot fucking burning red glass. He's
Yeah.
piping, and his dick is taking no damage.
What's that? What's
It's
that?
just like
You guys seen those? Have you guys seen those? All right. Have you guys seen those unbreakable like glass drops? You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
Where like they heat up. There's like a very specific type of glass where like they heat it up and they like it melts off a thing and then it kind of curves up and it drips out, and then it's supposedly like super unbreakable. Like you put it in a hydraulic press and it won't break.
No,
it's crazy shit.
What you're talking about at all? I've never seen that.
I don't remember.
Sounds like you made it up.
I mean, I don't know if it's that.
I mean, I guess it's just. I just can't really picture what you're saying, so I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's move on to the black school shooter.
I'm thinking of a word right now.
We got the copycat Sween.
Yeah, we finally got a Sweeney.
Yeah,
we got a
Sweener finally.
We got a.
Excuse me? What?
I mean,
because you're a school shooter.
Yeah,
But I'm not.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to have a meeting after this because I hired you under really incorrect pretenses. I hired you to get the perspective of a school shooter.
Yeah.
What?
And up until now, it's kind of sounded like it. To be honest with you.
I'm a little like taken aback. I'm like, wait, are you sure?
Yeah. I think I would have
I'm not
died.
saying you've done it. I'm saying you've almost done it. You came to school and then maybe you got pushed down the stairs and you went unconscious and then you didn't get a chance to do it.
Who was pushing me down the stairs?
I don't know,
My
maybe
lumbering ass in school, like, ugh.
Some kid trying to get to fucking art real quick.
Yeah.
Some small kid pushes me and I'm like, I'm gonna light this place up.
No, it's reverse. You already decided. He pushed you down the stairs trying to get to art class. You had the gun.
He even helps me. He even like comes like,
Okay.
oh my bad, man.
So there's So we've got a Nazi, a black Nazi school shooter. It's interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of.
I don't know
layers.
anything about this. Tell me about this black Nazi.
So he's like a self-hating feller.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like it. That's I mean, it's pretty early at the time that we're recording this.
Is he an official Blazi or are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not. I'm not entirely fucking with you.
I am sure he probably fell down the wrong kind of pipeline, and
Did he have like anime clothes or like?
I saw his manifesto. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He did actually. Yeah. He did actually. I'm not even joking.
How is this? This is too. See
There's videos of him like just kind of like showing anime to his webcam.
Guys, people listening, I know nothing about this. How sad is it that I knew that? Like, how sad is that?
It is unfortunate.
Japan won in the end, man.
Japan won in the
I
end.
said that shit all the time.
It is revenge, man.
They really did win.
We
End
did
of
some
the day,
fucked up
they
shit to
won.
them. I get how they got us. They're like, we're gonna get them. Like, we hate anime. Anime's stupid, but
Japan? No, they love anime in Japan.
no, they love anime.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, by that standard, yeah.
Yeah, and then
We love One Piece.
yeah, yeah. And
These niggas are stupid.
now we're over here fucking clowning, getting Blazis to shoot up schools
you
and
fucking
shit.
dumb round
And
eyes.
they're
Look at
just
you guys suffering.
yeah. And they're just fucking like, hi. They're just fucking having a great time.
They're having a great time.
Hi. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's how
It's-
I emote happiness.
It's
So they got footage.
I don't know if they got footage.
Of the shooting? No.
No.
I
There's
would have
just
seen it by now.
Run through. What do you guys know about it?
very little.
I know
it's
he's from, I know he's
very
from-
early.
I know. I'm pretty sure he's from Texas.
I
He's
mean-
17 years old. Obviously, young black man.
No black friends.
In Texas.
I mean, he
There's plenty of niggas
probably
in
has Mexican
Texas.
friends for sure, but
Plenty of niggas in Texas.
I'm just
That's what I'm
saying,
asking.
to be
Yeah.
a anime school shooter,
Right.
probably don't have very many black friends. That I could be obviously I could be totally wrong.
but like it's
Statistically, you're probably correct.
Yeah.
usually like when bad shit, like shit that radicalizes you for black folk, they kind of like, is this life, you know? Like I hate that that's like kind of the thing, but it's like, it's life, you know?
Yeah, it goes in a completely different direction. It
It's like-
doesn't go into I want to harm students. It's just like I'm gonna go fucking like I'm gonna hit licks and I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then if I get caught up, if I die, if I go to jail, whatever, so be it. But it doesn't usually like I want to hurt innocent people because people don't understand me. It usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, you have to be mentally ill to do that.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
It's like those random black guys who are going around punching like old Asian women in the back of the head.
There's
fucking psychopaths, dude.
there you go. Like
Yeah.
that's
Fucking psychos.
like the equivalent. Like I want to harm innocent people. The most marginalized or innocent people in our society. Students.
Wasn't there an actor that got like just randomly put? I feel like I remember there was like an actor that got
No,
who was
Rick
it?
Moranis.
Right, it was Rick Moranis. He just got-
Rick was walking in New York, and a guy wearing an "I Love New York" hoodie just punched him. You don't remember that? It was during the pandemic.
That, and I was like,
It was
We
during the
definitely
pandemic.
we definitely mentioned
They
it
had
on the
poison
podcast.
damage too. That's crazy.
We definitely talked about this.
We definitely did because it's
Yeah.
just such a random. It's such a strange target to choose.
Yeah.
Like if it was random, how wild is it that it's Rick Moranis?
Right.
But if you meant to hit Rick Moranis, why?
Right, like he just.
Some of the most inoffensive people I think I've ever
I think he
seen in
just
my
hated
life.
the sequels. He's like, these fucking suck.
He's wearing an I Love New York shirt, so he's definitely not from there.
Honey, I blew up.
I don't know
kid.
anybody who
That's true. You know, nobody wears.
No.
Yeah.
You get that shit for people that come there.
A lot
Right.
of times people they even now people don't want because they know how it looks. Like I don't want to look like a fucking tourist. Like JoJo's friend came over. I didn't buy her anything. She was like, "Hey, do you have any extra sunglasses laying around?" And I just so happened, literally right next to me, it was American flag sunglasses, and she's like, "Oh, great, yeah, I definitely want to fucking wear this and look like an obvious retarded tourist," you know? And I was like,
You're either like a tourist or like the wrong kind of crowd, you know? Like
Yeah.
the only two people wear that, you know?
so
People that would probably go to a lynching or tourists.
Or tourists. No in between.
there's no in between.
Probably sometimes they're both. They're a bit of both. Like,
Yeah.
What's going on here?
a lynching.
It's a little county fair.
Well,
And you can't really tell what's going on until you get to the front.
And then you just,
And then you realize where you are, but then
Oh,
you're so deep in that like you can't
you
really.
just lock,
yeah,
you
now
lock.
you're fucking.
It's like
on
New Year's Eve
front
in New York
page of a,
City.
of a fucking newspaper. A snapshot.
Just the
of you.
most woeful look in your face.
It's like
What do
Shirley
you
Temple.
do? What do you do? Like, dude, the
It's like
guilt.
Shirley
I've
Temple.
never seen guilt in an image like that in my life. But what do you do? Like, if you're like you're
It's
just
an
out
excellent
somewhere, you're
picture.
at like a fair, you know, and you're like, oh, there's no black people here. You notice it a little bit, but you're like, yeah, well, you know, something maybe it's not fair type people, whatever. It's
I
not.
mean, I guess you just hope that,
then you just see that, right? You're like garbed, like it's me or you, and we're like in a costume or some sort, right?
dude. You just do the.
And there's
what-
a lynching, you're just like,
That's okay. And then what? Like, so people find out that you're there? Or?
no, you're still hidden. Your disguise is still intact.
Well, then to me, I'm just awkwardly like, oh shit, I'm gonna leave now.
I can't,
like,
you can't move in a black manner because they might smell it.
you know,
It's like the clickers.
how did they?
What's moving in a black man?
Yeah, what does that
Probably
mean?
hastily with fear and like
Trip walking away?
Yeah, you're just fucking doing some West Coast shit.
with like fear. There's a fear kind of movement.
A fearful crip walk, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty early at the time that we're recording this. Like, not a ton of details are out. Like, I've seen videos of him supposedly, but we're in that misinformation haze right now, right? You know, where like anything that you see could be completely fucking fake.
Oh, true.
So all we know is that there was a black school shooter, and I believe he had. I saw a manifesto that he had written that had just the N-word written out a lot.
Yes.
like, crazy, like almost like you wrote it. And it was pretty wild. Tons of spelling errors. It's a shame.
what would I have to put? I guess I'll just put in school
that
shooting.
poor kid, man.
Because like I don't see anything.
That
trending.
poor kid.
It's always just sad
No,
that he's-
no, hold on.
Time out. I say this every time.
No, you
I say
don't.
this every time about school shooters. It's unfortunate they get to the point they are, but you shouldn't be fucking killing people in the first place. You know, seeing someone end up in that world is fucked up.
Oh
in
my
general.
god, he's
It
wearing
is.
that like. Is he wearing a Is that Burzum? Hold on a second.
What is he wearing?
Hold on. Let me see. Oh my god. Okay, he is a Nazi. He is a Blazi.
What was he wearing?
So he's wearing a Burzum. I said he's wearing the blood thing because a Nazi Blazi. So
Right.
I was trying to say Blurzum. Burzum.
the fuck is a Burzum?
Burzum is a black metal band. And the main guy in it is a white supremacist.
Oh,
So
cool.
white supremacists love Burzum. And guess who wore a Burzum shirt?
This guy?
Yes, this guy, but notable with the most notoriety, Kanye West.
Oh, that makes sense.
Kanye West wore a Burzum shirt, and I saw Anthony. I saw it because Anthony Fantano shared it on Instagram, and I was like, of course, he's wearing a. Fucking
That is
Burzum
crazy. So this guy was wearing a Burzum
Shirt. So
shirt.
this guy's wearing Burzum, and I'm like, it's such a fucking trope. You can barely see it, but it's an iconic shirt. It's an iconic lettering.
Can I tell you
fonts.
something? Even without the shirt,
You
it's
kind of.
kind of very clearly a Nazi.
He's a Nazi.
photo.
He's also wearing
The shirt is almost the
It's
least
ins-
offensive part
It's
of it.
insane, dude.
He's wearing that fucking helmet and the ghost. Who wore this?
I think that's soap.
Oh,
Huh?
I think
Soap.
that's Soap
Was
or
it
Roach.
Soap?
No, it was
Soap or
Ghost.
Roach.
no, Soap doesn't wear the mask. You play as Soap.
Oh, you play as Soap.
Ghost
and then Roach,
was- Ghost had-
Ghost is the one with the mask, right?
or is it
Roach is the horse from Witcher.
Oh my god! If somebody modded that, They play.
I feel like that's
the
not,
horse Roaches
I feel
in
like
Modern Warfare.
No, I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like I've seen Roach, the guy, inside of Witcher before. I feel like I've heard that one by before, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
I have to look that up.
I don't know.
That sounds.
That
awesome.
feels. I feel like that's been like.
I don't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it's Ghost though. That sounds
It's
like it makes sense.
probably
to me.
Ghost because like you can't see him.
I think that is Ghost.
Dun-dun-dun.
'Cause I think that iconic
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
he like looks at you in the music.
Yeah, that new.
Well, that's
fucking-
from the new one.
That's from the remake.
Yeah,
Wait, it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
from the new one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, Ghosty has that fucking skull thing on.
Yeah.
Ghost is cool as fuck, bro.
I mean,
He's also cool in the game. He's a pretty chill dude in the game. Other than you like murdering people, that I'm sure some of them
Call of
are innocent.
Duty?
I think in number 2 he gets
remember
his
anything.
head blown off.
Yeah, I think he gets.
like fucking
joined.
Shepard just shows up and blows his head off. I remember,
I'm astounded that you guys remember these people's names.
dude.
Because I was looking around, it's like this military person number 1, military person number 2. Like there's no distinct.
Well, he's distinct though, literally.
So the problem,
Yeah.
he has the mask.
so like Modern Warfare 2 is the only campaign that I played a lot, especially because of no Russian. And,
fair enough. Yeah, of
So
course.
I played it a lot. So the characters in that one specifically is the only one that I
Right.
could say. All the other ones, even though I played most of the campaigns just because I want to try them, I can't really like even the modern what was the Black Ops, good campaigns. Couldn't tell you their names.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I just remember Woods.
Woods. I
And
didn't
that's
even remember
it.
that.
And even that I only know because I played the most recent one
Okay.
kind of recently.
I forgot. I gotta play that.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Dude, Ninja Gaiden.
Is it
Did
good?
you see?
Is it good?
Did you see?
I know it's out already.
No. Did you see Ninja Gaiden 4?
Wait, that's the one we did. The trailers came out for, right?
Yeah, the kid.
Because I saw it on
see
your TV and I was like, did it come out? That's
That's not the one that's out.
quick rollout. I was like, that's insane rollout.
No,
Jeez, Xbox.
So Ninja Gaiden 2 Black came like that's like an old. That's from like 2004, 2006, something like that.
Yeah.
That just came out. They had like a remaster that dropped it yesterday, but they announced like a Ninja Gaiden 4 proper, and it looks sick. Platinum Games is doing it.
It does look really, really cool for
Oh.
sure. And the fact is Platinum is also
It's
fucking
just gonna be wild.
huge. Yeah, it's gonna be-
I'm stoked about it. I saw it. It looked. Oh man.
Ryu's gonna pull a sword out his dick. And it cuts him
The,
in half
sec-
with
the second I saw Ryu doing the thing where he jumps up an elevator shaft, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you do the like,
ninja climb.
and I'm just like, yes, dude.
I played
This is so good.
a
I'm
lot
excited.
of Ninja Gaiden when I was younger. I played the platform ones, like it was Super NES, I guess.
The original ones.
The original ones. I played those.
For NES, yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible experience. Some of the hardest games I've ever played in my life.
They're pretty difficult.
Like in
I mean that Nintendo. That's just that was the staple.
old school Nintendo was unreasonably hard.
To me,
how were kids
nobody-
beating that?
games
then?
weren't hard back then. That like in Nintendo era, that was just games. Like you didn't really when we played. I never really told my friends and I were never really like this game is particularly hard because they were all just bullshit.
Everything was hard, yeah.
Yeah, and so
It wasn't meant to be fun always, you know.
Well,
At a certain point, it was meant to like.
it was just
can you
dumb
do
because
this?
they weren't fucking like on. It was on NES. It was a fucking console,
And it wasn't
an
intuitive.
arcade where you want to nickel and dime everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what was so annoying about it. You're like, what the fuck? I can't beat this game.
But that's how people learned how to make games.
Yeah.
It's like you build games for the arcade, and so when it came into the house, everybody was just like, well, we make them the same, right? Like we still make them hard because
Yeah.
that's why people play them, I think.
totally.
And so like for like a decade, things were just really hard at home for no reason.
Yeah.
And then people were like, wait, maybe things don't have to be so
have to be this.
punishingly annoying.
I remember playing games like that, playing like the old Mega Man games, and being like, "I'm just not. Am I supposed to be having fun? Is this fun?"
I love Mega Man, to be fair, but
I love the Mega Man X series in particular. I think those games are really fucking awesome. They're also difficult, but they're not like Mega Man like 3.
Mega Man
and
X's
2.
are fucking merciful compared to the OG Mega Man.
Really? You would say that?
Yes, because the old ones, you relied a lot on like say mechanics that you had to use rush or something.
Yeah.
Like the dog. And there were certain things that were
Pixel
not
perfect
they
jumps.
weren't intuitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not intuitive. So you were like, fuck, how do I do this thing? Versus Mega Man X, the only things that weren't intuitive were some of the like collecting some of the parts of the armor that you didn't really need. You can beat the games without
Oh,
the
you don't
certain
need
parts
the
in the armor.
power up armors. And like
Yeah.
because I remember the
You can
one
actually
that
beat-
the one you would just find was the feet.
Well, it was the
feet-
for the
feet,
first
yeah.
one. For the first
You
one.
would just find the feet, or for me in particular, I remember finding the feet was always the one I would just find because I feel like you would.
Well, that was in the first one. In X,
was the
you
first
just
one?
in the Chill Penguins level, you just run into
The feet, right?
It's like a tutorial level.
Yeah.
So it's like you run into it, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gay. Here's your feet thing," and then. You're like, thanks, Doctor Light. I didn't need to know that information.
He
but
says
thanks.
it with like, all right.
It's the
all
first
right,
thing
I'm
he says.
Gay, I'm
It
gay.
says, "Hey, I'm gay. Here's
Yeah.
your feet."
And then Mega Man says, "I didn't ask. Don't tell me."
Yeah, he said, "Don't tell me." Like that's
That's his only line of dialogue in the entire history of Mega Man.
It's like for real dialogue. Like it's actually like in this.
It's voice acted.
Yes.
On the NES.
that would have been amazing.
Dude, I did-
It's all like bit crushed and
Yeah.
fucked.
Dude, I didn't ask.
How would it even sound?
It would sound like a.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would sound like radioactive. It would sound like you were being muffled by radioactivity. Exactly.
You're like, wow.
Wow, the performance is a bit Oscar.
This is so good.
Get this guy a video game award before they're real.
We should give this guy an award. We should make video game awards for this guy. And that's how it was created.
That's how it was created.
And Keeley was like, that's when he was awoken. He was fucking summoned from his
Who?
tomb. Jeff Keeley, right? Is that his name? The
Oh,
guy
yeah,
from
Jeff
the
Keighley.
Video Games Awards?
Yeah.
Like a slab comes off a sarcophagus.
The
and
Dorito
Jeff Keighley
Pope.
sits up and just like, oh.
Do you remember that? Do you remember the Dorito Pope?
The Dorito Pope, yeah.
Classic. Do you
I
remember
don't
that?
remember that.
It was I think it was when the video game awards were like VGX on Spike
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, I
So
remember.
Yeah, VGX. But then
good
so
times.
Jeff, there was I don't remember. This might be incorrect. I just remember there was a shot of Jeff Keighley sitting on a throne next to like I think Master Chief and like a giant bag of Doritos. And it was just like the image of it was such a perfect exemplification of everything that was wrong with like video game awards at the time. It was just like ads, sponsorships,
Yeah.
fucking this self-serious fucking dumb shit.
They still need a few little tweaks, but largely it's trending in the right direction.
I think the last one was pretty good.
It's better pacing.
The one
I
thing
think it's
that's
a
like
pacing problem
Snoop Dogg,
still.
like I don't need a celebrity performance. I don't think
speaking of
anybody needs that shit.
Speaking of Snoop.
Like it's
Yeah.
cool when they do. Oh God, I don't want.
We talked about that last time.
We did?
I guess
Yeah,
we
literally.
we briefly swept over all that bullshit.
Oh, look at his
These fucking traitors.
Snoop
Yeah, you can call him coonery.
Snoop's
I
coon dog.
completely accept that because a lot of times people use that shit like wildly out of pocket. I feel like that is a perfect example of a coon. like I think that's a perfect example because you can't go
Yeah.
that hard in the paint in one direction and then all of a sudden be like, oh, I'm gonna perform for this piece of shit now. Like fuck you.
It is a little silly.
Soldier
fuck
Boy
you.
was there. Rick Ross was there.
He's there
All the
look,
pieces of shit.
I
honestly.
said this when we covered it last time. It's like they're there to get their names off of these lists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you did say. 100%. I like say that it's just I guess the only one that's surprising is Snoop Dogg because he's always seemed kind of like on the level. No one's
Yeah.
really ever had a problem with like, oh, Snoop Dogg's just wild and he's inappropriate saying all this fucked up shit or he's
Often
always just
he's
been
been
like,
saying
I'm just
shit that's
smoking weed
respectable.
and fuck Donald Trump, I guess. And that's pretty normal. 'Cause-
What makes me sad, he's often said shit. I'm like, I respect that, Snoop. Like,
Yeah,
he's like, he
so-
talked about like, oh, people being gay and actually being queer. He's like, that it's like it's better for you to reveal who you are than not. And now it's just like, you're with this nigga, dude.
I think you should hide it.
I mean, that's
yeah, especially now.
If you're
I
gay,
mean,
you should hide
let's
it. I don't want to see that. personally.
now. Yeah, I think with the way things are going, please hide it.
I'm getting
Don't-
kind of sick
don't-
of seeing it personally.
Look, I have no problem with gay people, but
I hate seeing it in all my fucking media, all of it.
Yeah,
gay media.
Gay media,
Gay
all of
media,
it.
you're all singing
everything
and-
I see is gay. Everything.
they're always singing and dancing and
I
shit.
hate watching the Sound of Music and just being like, "This is so fucking
Music-
gay."
gay.
Musicals were gay, which is crazy because before people were openly gay, there were just musicals around. People were making music before gay people were like probably on the scene.
But that was like the way that everybody knew people were gay was that they were part of a musical.
Yeah.
There's no straight people who are part of musicals.
Yeah, this is a
there's
track.
a straight. Are they
Think
straight men?
Lin-Manuel
I know?
Miranda's like completely straight?
Not one.
Give me a fucking break.
It's never
Not
happened.
one. Not one.
It's never happened in the history of
Who's the
musicals.
straightest? Who's the straightest? Because I feel like
The straightest guy who's in a musical? There
Yeah.
is none.
The straightest appearing? Is that what you're trying to say? Because
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
actually straight.
so,
Probably
Yeah.
a woman, but like even that's like inherently not true.
Yeah.
it's like male.
I gotta say,
figure
John
skaters.
Travolta in Hairspray is probably
John
like the
Travolta's
closest.
John
Yeah, but
Travolta has been outed on being.
Yeah, I'm
gay
pretty sure he's
many a
literally
times.
very gay.
I think there's
Many a
there's
times. It's like-
I guess he had gay sexcapades and while he's flying planes or something. I've heard wild shit like that.
Some
you know
guy
what's
gave
so
him a
funny?
massage
Flying
and
a-
showed him his cock and he tried to fuck him. Like, I remember that being a real thing in like 07.
Let's go.
You know
That's
what's crazy? I was thinking recently, like about how things are going right now, and I remember that episode of. There's an episode of Seinfeld from like the '90s, like the mid '90s,
Yeah.
where they like the whole thing is like they're navigating this rumor about them being gay. Like it's Jerry and George being like, there was a report that like they think we're gay, and throughout the whole episode they're like, not that there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was like. I feel like if that were to happen now, it would be like, what is this fucking woke trash going on? What is this woke trash in my Seinfeld? Now you kind of have to have the opposite. If you're writing a TV show, do the opposite. It's like they think we're gay, and there's very something wrong with it. There's very much something very not good.
I mean, I'm sure there's like a Daily Wire Seinfeld already.
Oh, a
that does
Daily-
that. I'm
Crazy.
sure.
It's Ben Shapiro and all of his friends.
Yes, literally.
Which is just
Yeah,
like
it's all about nothing. Yeah.
It's just Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Dennis Prager, and Candace Owens.
Yeah.
She's like the diversity hire, and then they'll just sit at a coffee shop and complain about how everybody's gay and all these N words running around.
The day
Complaining to her about
Yeah.
N-words running
and then she
around.
agrees.
And she's like, yeah, there's too many of them.
There's too many of us around.
There's too many.
the day she takes her final breath is going to be a day that I celebrate.
I do have a list of people for when they do die. I will throw parties.
Yeah. I'm wondering the global party that's going to happen when, say, Trump finally croaks. Because, you know, he can't live that long because he's just so fucking unhealthy.
How old is he?
He's at least
It's like 79, right?
No, he's high
82.
70s, isn't he?
Really?
I don't think he's in his 80s yet.
He's not in his 80s yet.
No,
I'm pretty sure he's older now than Biden was when he got elected, or about the same age.
I don't think he's in
Biden
his 80s
wasn't
because
80.
Biden's barely in his 80s. And he's
How the okay? Sorry.
Yeah, I know. We get it. We get it. So, like the parties, I can't imagine. Like they're gonna be like
They're gonna be
obnoxious.
crazy. Yeah, they're gonna be really obnoxious. And I support him.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't. It's not that I need it, but I want to see the spectacle. I'm really. People are gonna. It's gonna be so stupid.
Give me a New Year's bash. It's like he's dead. Fuck yeah, dude.
Like we've never.
The monkeys are gonna jump out the window and fly away.
When in history, like I don't, since we've been alive, especially, that's never happened. There's been like a huge celebration of someone's death.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I can't think
Probably
of a
like
single
Mussolini, Hitler,
Yeah.
obviously, like
Yeah.
throughout history.
person. Well, see, the thing is, Hitler died so close to the conflicts.
That was more about the war ending.
Yeah, so it's not like people had a time to marinate on how awful this person was or is, and then died, and then it's like, let's go.
Mussolini, obviously.
Well, see, that's another. I'm saying,
But that's true, but
it needs to be an
they
example
pulled
of
up.
somebody living like a long
so
time,
it's
so
like-
people can reflect on how awful they are. Then they fucking die. Like say how
Kissinger's the biggest, but like
people-
not celebrate. People didn't celebrate the right way. I guess.
not enough people knew who Henry Kissinger was. That's the problem. Like you have to be in tune in politics, and that's not most people. So they didn't know the fuck that guy is. So
He's
but
one of the
you
top-
can't. It's knowing Trump is inescapable, and so it's kind of like this is gonna be weird on seeing how, and then seeing the other side being crushed. They're gonna be crying like how. Remember how North Koreans were forced to cry when Kim Jong Il
Oh
died?
my god, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, when he went to the sun, he didn't die. He went to the sun.
Oh yeah, that's right. He ascended.
He embarked on an adventure to the sun.
My mistake. I didn't. I misspoke.
Yeah, he's not dead.
he's definitely not.
Man,
That's weird. What
those people, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. How is this a real life scenario where like shit like that? People are being forced like by gunpoint to like cry and say this guy is ascended to the heaven to the sun or some shit. You're like, oh, this is a.
This is so fucking.
We
silly.
all live in the same ball. You know?
It's. Look, man.
It's pretty cool.
Look, man. I
pretty
think
cool.
everybody should have the freedom to choose how they want to live, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, big deal.
But at the same time, it's
I don't
like
think so.
we just need to engineer some crazy nigga that could just take shit to his own hand to stop being like, hey, go just eradicate some stuff, man. Just go eradicate
So
some
it's
shit.
like so
Like-
you want people to be free, but then you want that engineered people to destroy the people who are really that are free to do stupid
it's
shit.
just like, dude.
He's incoherent.
Yeah,
I
don't think everybody should be. I like the. I think there is a such thing as too much freedom because look at what we have.
I think freedom is an important thing that should be preserved.
I don't think so.
But in the same just, I'm like, people just keep doing the most fucked up stuff. So like at this moment,
I think
just
we should make
fucking turn it up, you know? Just fucking have a ball.
I think we should make spiders bigger.
For what purpose?
like
What do you
bigger
They
than
can just eat cats and shit.
like bigger
They
than
can
the
just
biggest
eat
ones
off
that we
cats
already
and
have.
dogs.
Like how big we talking?
Like 3 feet.
3 feet spiders.
Yeah.
You know
That
how many
might exist
spiders
somewhere
there
in the
are?
Amazon.
Yeah.
We should find them.
I think it'd be cool.
What would that do?
We
I
get
don't know,
them big
it'd be
enough to ride.
That's not big enough. 3 feet is
No,
not big
that's
enough to
like
ride.
let's get them big enough to
I
ride.
should clarify.
For
3
what
feet
purpose?
tall.
To ride them.
For what? We're going to. You know we're
Why
not
do
going to be
people
able
ride
to,
horses?
You know we're not going to be able to. I like the idea of you being like, they finally made a 3-foot spider. You walk in and it eats you. And you're just like, oh, I didn't expect that.
So see the thing is, if they're genetically modified, they're probably going to be terrified. They're still going to have their spider instincts that like stay away from this person. So
I think that's
You can raise them.
that's true, but I think it's going to change as soon as they get to like. I think the size of them would change. That
it'll
factor
take
a lot.
it'll take a while because
Because
there's
they'll be like, I can eat this.
it'll take a while because there's a lot of large animals that aren't like predators that are still like like and then there are like say spiders.
You wouldn't say
usually
spiders are predators?
Well, so they're predators, but they're stationary usually. Like the ones that don't build webs and stuff aren't the ones that build webs.
How
aren't usually
big would
going-
their webs be? That's the thing I'm cool.
Fucking
about.
awesome.
That'd
That's
be crazy.
like
Because your house would be because the web. Like I can't leave. If I do, it's gonna trip something. And it's gonna come here.
Well, they
and
wouldn't
take me.
Well, they wouldn't build a web in your house.
No, they build webs around your house and between your.
yeah, you're
homes
kind
and
of
shit.
trapped on accident.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't. They wouldn't build them. They don't really build 3-dimensional webs.
No, they wouldn't. But they would build, and like you'd be not able to leave
in
certain
front of your
places.
door.
Like you, would,
It's just
and then you would hit it, and it would trip, and they'd be like, "Oh, time to
Oh,
come
no.
eat," and it would just.
rump you up.
See, here's the thing. I just think it would be cool. Like
Just
I've noticed.
Remember how strong it probably is at that size as well too. This is crazy. Yeah, let's do this.
It's like Spider-Man. It's like the strength of Spider-Man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, proportions to the size. Yeah.
I just feel like I've seen videos of spiders, like big fucking spiders, like
Right.
the size of like children's backs. You know what I mean? Hopping on kids in like the Amazon or something, and they're just chilling with them.
Yeah.
And they're not
Where
afraid
have
of
you
them at all.
seen this?
I'm not even fucking remotely
Where?
joking.
I just want to see it.
Look up. I don't even know what you would even search for that wouldn't be fiction. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's so much.
so much bullshit.
If you look
now.
up giant spider, you're gonna see Skyrim or something, or like
I
Harry
wonder what
Potter.
The biggest, I
But
wonder
like
what
I
the largest
swear to
spider
you,
on the planet is.
look it
I
up.
feel like I've
Because dude,
had to look
it
it up
is
before.
nuts.
Yeah.
Just their span or like the entirety of like.
Yeah, some
Like-
people. It's weird what people grow up with, and they're just not afraid of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some Australians deal with like it's just a nuisance to them. Like, oh, daughter try to put on her shoe, and then there's a spider as big as the shoe in it, all like
Yeah.
chilling, and then they're just like and then throwing it outside, and that's it. Just
Yeah.
like get out of here, idiot.
But
like,
the thing to
Okay,
me,
so the huge ones are prehistoric. The huge ones, they were huge.
well,
they were like the size he's talking about. Like you guys
everything
talked about.
was massive.
no, they would be bigger because there's video of this. What I'm talking about. There are
I'm looking for these-
massive spiders,
I'm looking at the
stupid big, where like kids are just like not afraid of them, and I think it's because they're big. I think if they were smaller, they'd be scary.
No, I think it's just who you grow up with, right? Like I would.
I think the scariness about a spider is the fact that he could sneak up on you.
Okay,
Or
this
that
is about the largest spider on the planet. This is fucking massive. Also, this is
Bro.
fucking massive. This is a massive spider.
That is
that
crazy.
shit would turn me up.
Yeah, that's fine though to me.
I like
Like that
danger.
doesn't scare me.
I don't know why.
I
it would
think
scare
it's.
you.
I think like
Yeah,
I don't
about this
actually
size.
I don't actually believe that because if you saw that in your room, I think you would be
would freak the
terrified.
shit.
If I saw that in my room, I'd be like, "Yo, that's crazy,"
Yeah. Okay.
and I would
I-
I would understand how to fight it because it's big enough for me to track. That's the
Okay.
thing I don't like about small spiders is that like they'll scurry and then they'll just be gone, and
me,
then
I'm like-
then they can be anywhere.
I think it's the moment where you're like, I'm saying this, but it's like evolutionarily we are afraid of them.
There's no fucking way.
Like it's in our code that we see things like that.
Look,
they've bit other people and killed them. We are scared.
What I'm saying is, like, if let's say, like, even a fly that big.
Your means of dealing with it would be different.
I hear what you're saying.
Sure.
I just
agree
don't.
with that.
I don't. I feel like your words betray what your actions would actually.
You wouldn't have this watch over of like, oh, I'm just gonna deal with this.
Oh, I'm gonna just.
You would be like,
I know how to deal with this.
Holy shit! What is that?
Well, even once you identified it, it's still like, why is it in here? It's the idea of something like that. It's like even like to this day, this was not threatening at all in the apartment in my apartment right now. Randomly, one day there was just a cricket in the bathroom,
right?
And I'm like, how did you? I still to this day have no idea how it got in here, and it like really upset me.
Sure,
because it was just like. Such a rogue. It wasn't like a roach or a spider that you would understand how it somehow may have slipped in here. It's
a cricket is crazy, yeah.
In the bathroom too. So it from wherever it entered, it got all the way in the bathroom, and then it was
this
like,
is your
Chief?
current place.
Yeah,
damn, it got past the bird layer too.
it got.
That's insane.
It got past everything,
That's kind of crazy.
and I was like, "Sup, Chief?"
I guess what I'm saying
like,
is,
damn.
I guess what I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
have to kill you.
And I hate having to kill y'all. Y'all ain't do nothing.
I
to
didn't
me.
want to. Yeah,
That's for me. What bothers me, I don't like killing insects because they're not. Most often, they're not doing anything to me. They're kind of just living their lives, and it's like you kind of come in my home, Lily. Because for me, I would catch a spider and I would just let it go. I used to do that shit with like bugs when I lived in New York. I would catch them, like, oh, I'm just gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Get out. But Lily's like, murder it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, Lily's dad. There was a baby raccoon that was lost on our area.
I don't need to hear that. Go.
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly what you think.
Yeah,
And
I don't need to hear
why
that.
would you and I was like, why
I don't
would
need
you
to hear
do
that.
that?
Wait, he ate a baby
I told
raccoon?
Mom, I was like, why would you make him do that? I was like, what?
Live.
That's crazy.
Just call someone
Swallow
to
it
relocate
whole.
it. People do that.
No, but see, like that. I don't need to hear stuff like that because then it's like I'm learning things about people that I don't want to know. That like you have like evil tendencies in you that you would see some need to eradicate a baby animal.
Yeah, that are then passed on to your offspring.
Yeah, exactly.
Who,
genetically, that is within your significant other.
It blows my mind. It's like some people are just so heartless to animals. It's like,
yeah, but Kingston,
what is wrong with you?
So Kingston, when you take a bug out, you understand that that's also killing it in some ways.
Some maybe
spiders specifically, you're killing them.
How so exactly?
Possibly.
What do you mean? Like house spiders exist in your house because they survive in your house. So if you take them outside, they're gonna die. I think like some crazy percentage of spiders that if you like put them outside, they die.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But what is better, me actively murdering it or me removing it from the situation so it wouldn't get murdered? That's a dumb argument.
You're murdering it.
No, well, no, not exactly. I'm in a situation where it may lose its life, opposed to me straight up killing it. That's very.
It's better to just fucking put it out of its misery.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. That's you actively killing it. What do you mean?
It's a fucking bug. Why do you care enough to not kill it, but care enough to kind of sentence it to death? It's a weird.
Well, you're saying
very different.
You're saying as it's an absolution.
Yeah,
I think that's the
it's
only difference.
The statistics are fucking nuts.
They're probably
that's
high,
still
but
true,
it's
there's
like
one where I'm actively doing it.
You actively are putting it in a situation
where it may die, opposed
it's
to
not
me
may
making
die.
it. No, you're reneging on your argument.
99%. It's crazy.
But that's not me eradicating it. There's a difference.
There's
there.
a 1% difference exactly.
That's still a difference.
I don't think it's 1%.
But nonetheless, that's still a difference.
It's barely a difference.
That
I don't think
does
so.
not matter.
Kingston, if I push a child off a mountain where it dies when it lands, or if I kill a child with a gun, am I not ostensibly just killing the child?
There
might be a vague percent chance that it might survive the fall off a mountain if it lands on like a cloud that for some reason is soft.
But the malintent of you actively just killing someone is different. That is far more insidious.
That's the same thing.
But that is far more insidious.
Look at
Chris.
that. Okay, come on, Chris. That's kind of crazy.
It's insane.
No, so I feel like this is a thing. So the spider got into your house from the outside in the first place.
Sure.
The idea is that it will probably go in somebody else's house. I think that's what a lot of people are.
Very.
If
it
a lot of
makes
people are
it,
like, so it can't.
it won't.
So the thing is, people live very close to each other. It's not that much of a trek.
In apartments, sure.
That's where we're like.
That's not where he lives.
So yeah,
Fucking
that's
a little lizard's gonna
for
go
him.
grab
That's a
it.
big adventure. Yeah, like that's
no,
a big
because it just end up in the other house in front. or somewhere else. I'm just
Maybe.
removing it from somewhere else. Like
It's a so
not
it-
to mention they
I think you're
get there.
underestimating
It totally-
how fucked a spider
so
is
it totally
outside.
depends on where, because like say I would put like there were certain things that I would put them in situations to where they had a chance. I would do things like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with like a
Hook
lizard.
them up with like a backpack full of food.
yeah. I give them
Give him like a modified backpack.
Yeah, it has little flies.
Give it
the
his
back
little
with the
hobo
flies.
pack.
Yeah,
Go thrive, young friend.
give it a little chance to survive or something like that. But I just don't the absolution of that it's instant death or just like drawn out death the way you're saying it. I would think that would you agree that somebody who most likely would die from a certain type of cancer, should the doctor just shotgun them in the face, or should they try to help
At
them?
least attempt to help them. Because the degree of malfeasance.
You're like
that's
your
what it is.
your percentage of survival is like less than 5%, and then the doctor is cocking his shotgun while he's
Oh, yeah, you
telling
should
you
kill
that.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, get it over with. What are you doing?
I disagree.
Like, what do you?
smothers you and then shotgun, so like the blood like doesn't go all over the place.
That is still, it absolutely still would.
It'll mitigate some of the spatter, dude.
I think it would mitigate some of the sound. Like that's it. It wouldn't.
Some of the
splatter
spatter,
would
dude,
still.
the spatter would only go out on the sides, but not on you, because the
It
bellow.
would. Oh, so
Yeah.
I'm prevented from being misfortuned.
See, now you're-
I can stay at work. I don't have to change my. I only bought one change of clothes today. I'm sorry. I can't
it's
do it.
crazy.
Putting
Yeah,
that shotgun, putting that pillow on someone's face, like finish him off, Barry. I
If-
got
the way that I see it is like if I'm gonna take the effort, if I'm gonna expend the effort, right?
yeah.
To go and like, oh, there's a spider in my house. I don't want it in my house. Let me go get a cup. Let me go get a paper. I might as well just kill this thing.
I mean, I guess
It's just
that's your opinion.
It's
That works.
it's dead.
To me, it totally depends. It just
That
totally
works.
depends. It's completely situational for me.
Yeah.
Like if it's in an awkward place or if it's really big and I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be hard to. Like sometimes they're in stupid locations where that like I have a sky dome or
Ceiling.
whatever ceiling in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they're like there's like one in there and I'm like, I can't. You're in such a stupid. Like I'm just gonna get my broom and kill you. Cause like it's in a place to where I can't even try to get it the fuck out, or it's in my bathroom. If it was right by my front door, I'd be like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's just situational. I've definitely killed more than I've saved, like by a large
course.
margin.
I don't think I've ever saved a spider in my life, but I have left spiders alone.
Yeah.
I've seen spiders in the corner of like my room, and I'm like, you know what? You're chill. If I see you on the ground, if I see you like around my hamper or something, you're dead. You know what I mean?
The
but
daddy
like,
long legs, those whatever those things are, I guess they're technically not spiders.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but those things I've never killed them because they're harmless.
yeah. I hate
I know
the way I
look-
hate them. Though.
I know, I understand.
Like
but
I have a deep hatred for Danny. Like
Really?
yeah,
Really?
there's something because they don't look.
I
They look
love them.
they look unfinished.
They do. Yeah, I know what you
They
mean.
look-
They
they
look
look
like
like-
the skeleton of like you're drawing something.
Yeah, they look like the animation rig that you
Yeah.
would put inside a real spider
100%.
before you're done making it. And then the
100%.
legs don't make sense because like it looks like it's not a 3D. Like I don't know how to describe it.
I
Their
love
legs don't
them.
look 3D.
Aren't they just one part? They're just one part and then legs out of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just little balls.
Yeah,
I don't
and
even think
then-
they're technically spiders.
No, they're not. They're
They're
not
not spiders.
What are they?
Because I think they only have 6 appendages.
Do they?
I think. I don't
I
think
thought
have,
they just. I don't. I
Let me.
could be right.
What are they?
Let me verify this. Because let me verify this.
That makes me hate them even more. That like I just have no concept of what they are.
Spiders have the 2 parts.
Well, sure. Well,
Yeah,
it's-
no,
right.
And then bugs have the 3
What I-
parts.
Hold on.
what
let
I'm
me-
saying is like they're not arachnids.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see.
They might be arachnids. Still.
No, because arachnids means eight limbs.
no, I don't think that. I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's what
So
that means.
they are a family of
Like scorpions
anamorphous
are arachnids.
spiders. The family contains.
Scorpions have more limbs than 8.
No, they don't. What are you talking about?
Don't they have 10?
Scorpions?
Whoa!
I thought they had 10.
What are you
I thought
saying?
they had 10 or something like that. 'Cause I thought scorpions had more limbs than spiders did because they have their pincers as well. Too.
No, they
No.
have 6 limbs and then the
And
two
then,
claws.
and then,
Okay.
yeah.
So they're
and then
arachnids.
pincers.
And I guess they have a tail, but like that's not really a limb.
Thanks Google for giving me like.
Just gives you an AI photo of a fucking panda smiling. It's fucking useless shit.
I turned AI off on my phone on my computer, so I don't get any more AI responses on my computer.
Nice. How do you do that?
It's you have to go through the settings, and then it's like, do you want to have certain setting off? Ben did it for me, and he was like, just turned it off, and now I just get what I look up.
Unbelievable that you even have to opt into that.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, so back to the fear thing. What I'm saying is I'm not afraid of spiders, right? I'm not. I am regularly startled by them, though. And the reason why I'm startled by them is because by the time I can see them, they're too close. You know what I mean? And so, like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
So, like, if there's a spider that's like the size of a cat, that thing's not sneaking up on me. I'm going to see that thing coming a mile away. I'm going to see that coming down the street. I'm not going to be scared of it. I'm going to be prepped. It's going to be creepy. It's going to be weird and, like, unsettling.
What are you saying? So, like, if a...
So they are arachnids.
Fucking,
they are arachnids.
Well, see, look, I'm seeing a thing where it says
Weird.
daddy long legs, harvestmen are familiar Missouri... I don't know why it says Missouri.
They are
They are not spiders, but opilionoids. Unlike spiders, they have fused body form and lack silk and venom glands.
Yeah.
So in this thing, it says opilionoids, but then when I went up to Wikipedia, it was saying that they're cellar spiders, and I'm like, stop.
What the fuck is an opilionoid?
I guess
I have never heard that in my life.
They're class
so,
arachnia than the Uriclia.
like so.
That's not a daddy long legs.
Well, I think it's a form of. It's not the one that I'm looking for, right?
This is what they are.
Whatever.
Like I guess there's a bunch of different types, but like like here's one.
That's the one that I remember.
Yeah, that's like closer to where they have the.
Yeah.
Like
They have like almost like a Dracula kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Bleh.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Arachnids, but not spiders.
Yeah.
So they're not spiders. Okay,
sure.
Gotcha.
So like to transition it to like a different thing, like a fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
A fly is not, you're not scared of flies, right? But if a fly buzzes by your ear, you're like, what the,
Yeah.
like it's typical. It's a
Yeah.
reasonable response. If there was a fly the size of a cat, and you saw it like flying, and for some reason you had to fight it, would you be afraid of it?
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
You'd be afraid of like a fly
Because
the size of
you'd
a
be
cat.
able to see
What?
the actual workings.
I
of
don't
it,
know.
and I would terrify you.
Dude.
The same thing about cats, right? If a cat was just bigger, it'd be way scarier. That's what they are.
Like
I
even
understand.
a stray dog just is in my house. I know exactly
Well,
what
to
a
be
dog
fair,
is. I'm like, oh fuck, like what is this thing? Like I'm fucking. I am
Even bigger dogs.
my
are
cat hairs are
scarier.
fucking standing up because
Even
there's
bigger
something
dogs
in
are
here that shouldn't
scarier.
be.
I'm not afraid of dogs genuinely at all. Even like mastiffs like that, they don't scare me naturally. But they're bigger, so I'm more alarmed by
the big
them.
ones kind of because I don't know. Like there was one, I was in a Guitar Center and then there was like I think it was a Great Dane, and this guy just had his Great Dane and it was looking at me and it wasn't like you'd be like looking on
Yeah.
fighting, and I was like, oh shit, and then I was like, woo, like huge wolf, and the guy was like, hey, but I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like you can't bring your massive dog and have it bark at people.
Yeah, like
But that's kind of a reverse situation, because like the thing about a big dog is that that bark is startling.
Yeah, because
You know,
but
the bark is the
I'm
bark of a
sure-
big dog is startling in the same way that a small spider being next to you before you can notice it is startling.
yeah, but I'm sure the sounds the spider would be able to make at that size would be startling as well too.
but wouldn't you?
It would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be creepy, but I'm saying like I just don't think I would be that perturbed fighting one.
I think you would still probably do it because you want to, but you would be unnerved because the size of something really does matter how you approach it.
Sure.
Like
But a
you're-
fly, no. Like a fly's not going to hurt
I
you.
disagree.
That's kind of the thing. Like a
'Cause
fly
think you're gonna
can't
see
hurt
how
you.
disgusting a fly is.
But I
That-
know
that-
how
that's-
disgusting a fly looks.
I don't think you do. I think you have an idea. I think that's what it is. You have an idea of how
bro,
gross it
seeing
is.
its little thing all flying around to its mouth.
Yeah, but it would be like an ew, kill it,
Yeah,
ew, kill
that-
it.
exactly.
But it wouldn't be like a ooh.
If it lands, you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And you would, if it flew directly at you, you'd be like, you would freak and you would dodge out the way.
I feel like
out of fear.
The only way I would feel like that is if, like, say, how those Australians live with giant spiders, so they're not freaked out by
yeah, it's
them.
exposure.
Because they're always around them, so they're just like, get the fuck out of here. Versus if I saw a spider that big in my house, I think I might have to call animal control or something.
I would
like,
just, I would
like,
just, I would
'cause, like,
just leave the house.
Just give me a
We can't be right
glaive.
now.
Give me a glaive and I'm good.
it's too I'm too unfamiliar with something that big to like the same thing. Like I said, we're all familiar with dogs, but if a stray dog was just in my apartment, I'm just kind of like I'm kind of like, oh, what do I do? Like, you know, it's,
Right.
Especially if it's not the kin, like, is, you know, because if I don't sense the kinship,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you gotta leave, my guy.
yeah. If it was a little tiny little,
If it was a pup,
yapping bitch,
if
of
it was
course,
a pup,
I won't
I'd be like, oh, I'm keeping you.
A dog with no kinship is a concerning sight.
When I saw a wolf dog, I didn't see the kinship look in its eyes.
really.
It didn't give the like, because most dogs look at people without any like an ill intent. They just look at you like, oh, person, you know.
Sure.
Dogs are meant to like people. We've fucking destroyed their will to the point where they're supposed to like us. But when I saw it, it looked at me like I could eat you. Like it looked at me just like, and it was just tracking me, and I was like, why is he allowed to bring that in here?
The wolf in you. Well, you're also not supposed to stare at them. So probably the wolf side of it, like you were challenging it.
I like staring at dogs.
No, I wasn't staring. I think I wasn't staring at it on purpose. I was scared.
If you noticed it,
I think I
tracking
looked at it and I was
staring
like,
at it.
I was like, whoa. I definitely was looking at it often because I was afraid.
If you noticed it tracking you, you were staring at it. Like you can't notice something.
Yeah, I guess. Because I would assume genuinely I would know like, oh, if I keep staring at it, it's probably going to aggravate it.
Yeah.
But I was probably looking at it, then like it looked at me again, and I was like, "Oh."
It's the only thing I know about wolves. Like I know wolves, so maybe the wolf part of that dog, since it hasn't been fully bred out, like it's because I know wolves. You're not supposed, even if you're like playing with them and stuff, you shouldn't be like staring them directly in the eyes because they might be like, "The fuck," you know. But like, there's there was like a little tiny wolf. My friend had like a dog that it looked like a tiny husky, just a bastard, fucking, you know. And then if you,
what the fuck is this? What is?
I'm just like showing. It was just this little shitty fucking like husky angry. I think
this means tits. When you know.
Well, I was just bringing.
So I was like heavy.
I was holding the dog.
No, I see. I understand.
But it does look like tits. Yes.
Yeah.
It was the tit dog, and it was such an asshole. But I think because it just hated life. Because it had some wolf in it, I think, but it's so tiny. It's
was
like,
it a puppy?
What am I?
Or was it like
full grown? And you stare at that motherfucker, it was so funny. All you had to do was stare at it for 3 seconds. It would go crazy. You just fucking...
My favorite is the Chihuahuas.
It's just like...
My favorite is the Chihuahuas that like are shaking because they have so much violence in them. They have like they've got the soul of a way bigger animal in them, but they're trapped and they're just...
I hate those motherfuckers, man.
I think Chihuahuas shake because their hearts are beating and you're seeing the recoil of its heartbeat. I think its heart beats and it's like...
Dude, my great aunt had like the chillest Chihuahua in the world, and I remember being like mystified by it because I was like, "This is such a chill dog. I can't even believe it. Like, it didn't shake, it didn't bark, it never growled." I'm like, "How the fuck? That is crazy."
I'm a fan of the rare ones. My friend had one that was rare for a while, and then the next time I saw it, it was corrupted. It was crazy. Damn. Such a cool dog, and then all of a sudden, and my friend unfortunately is kind of an asshole, like to where the dog was just barking in the background. I'm like, "Are you gonna like do anything about that?" He's like, nah. And then he's right next to the apartment complex. He's in the house with their apartments, and like some of the windows are open. And I was like, you don't feel like remotely bad about that?
People don't have any. Some people just have no semblance of what it means to just try and make the world a little bit better for other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is crazy.
100%.
Also, people shouldn't have pets, man. I think you should be able to sign. You have to sign a license to have a pet.
I fully endorse that.
I don't disagree with that.
I fully endorse that.
Especially animals you have to like really intentively take care of.
I fully endorse
like one of my friends has an iguana, and the way he takes it, because first of all, you have iguanas. A strong wind will kill it. They are so dieable. It's insane. Like they won't sleep unless it's darkness entirely. So it has to be complete darkness so they won't sleep. So if they stay up too long, they'll get sick and die.
I don't even know why you...
That's crazy, dude.
Why the fuck would you want that as a pet?
That's crazy. They're really cool. They look really cool.
There's a lot of things that are cool.
They look really... I could Google it. You know?
Yeah.
Or is it a chameleon? I think it's a chameleon prop. I think he has
a chameleon sounds more accurate.
Chameleons...
It's a chameleon.
Yeah, chameleons are fucking weak. And that's a
like,
shame because I remember...
anything will kill them. Like...
I remember wanting a chameleon when I was a kid because I love the idea of having one on my I love their little Lego hands, man. Their little Lego hands. Every time I see a chameleon like try to grab onto something, like my heart grows.
It's cool.
It's something so funny
because of the fact I feel like they're so not like most reptiles seem insidious, but they don't. They seem like just be around.
They're the chill reptile.
Yeah. Like having a corner room, it'll be like eat a fly. Give you like a thumb up afterwards.
I just remember being. I was like maybe 6 years old in Puerto Rico, and I was at a McDonald's, and there was a guy in front of me in line. I think it was me and my dad, and then my mom was like somewhere else. But there was a guy in front of me in line ordering, and he had a chameleon on his shoulder. And then he went outside, and I saw it like eating the flies around him, and I was like, "That is so fucking cool." Dude. That image just burned in my. That guy has no idea how much that he impacted me. Just standing in front of me with his chameleon at McDonald's.
I think so many animals are really cool when people get them. Like I think particularly when it comes to dogs, because I think dogs we bred them to think they work really easily, but it takes like kind of a lot of like training when they're little. It's hard. I had my dog when I first had her before she passed away years ago. We were training her from like through book, and we couldn't even get her perfected, but we did a really good job training. Like we could walk her without a leash. She would not stray from where I was. She would stay next to me, and it was difficult, especially when they're puppies. All they want to do is play.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was fucking grueling. And my grandma's like, "I'm too old to be training a fucking German Shepherd. Like, what are you doing? What am I doing?" But I was there to be, and I was a kid, and I was attentive. I was like, "Oh, I want to teach you these things, so I could teach you to come to me. I teach you to speak. I taught it like a lot of the basic things, but it wasn't a perfect dog. Like it would still stand at attention sometimes when I was like,
a lot of that stuff is like unnecessary. Like that's just like extras. It's more of just
I'm not training a weapon. You know, like if my dog was a police dog, I'd understand
speak
knowing all
and do
that.
tricks and shit. That's extra. Like to me, it's just like potty train it. Make sure it's like this is your home and fucking don't run away. You know, kind of simple shit.
That's why
like
you gotta
that.
stare at it. And it's like, you gotta assert dominance. I think that's literally a trick. That you're supposed to like stare at it and just like not break, and then they'll break, and then they've been broken.
Unless you're like it's because if the dog's challenging you,
I piss on
if the dog thinks it's like the person that like runs the house.
I piss on them.
That's so
Easy.
so
Just piss all over
rude.
'em.
So rude.
And then, like when you got them trained well, they're just there like you know, they're just like happy to be there, and you're just pissing all over them.
Well, on that note,
Those are the questions.
move on to questions.
We're gonna talk about people pissing on poor pups, pissing on pooches.
And it's just
psycho.
like, I'm so happy to be here.
This guy's cool as fuck, man. He's really nice.
This
man.
guy's the best.
You ever see the dogs are just like, you know, they're just happy to be there. Like it doesn't matter what the fuck's happening. There could be like a war going on. The dog's just like, you know, like I love those.
Have you seen the protest dogs?
No, you know,
Like in Chile and like other Latin American countries, there've been like people like who protest, right? People are like getting real riled up during like some sort of like civil unrest.
Yeah.
And then the dogs like are on the protesters' side attacking cops. And it's like, why the fuck are these dogs attacking? The dog's like, I get it. I know why I'm supposed to be. I'm on this side.
That's awesome. I love that. I mean, that's the whole point of really having a dog is like the companionship and the loyalty. So like you're upset, like you're a good person and you're upset, and that dog's like, it knows that like this human is usually chill. So if they're upset, whoever they're upset at must be really bad.
I have to try to kill them. For their sake, for my snacks, I have to kill you. I'm sorry.
Let's move on to some questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank.
Yep.
I feel a little tired today. I don't know why. I actually got good sleep.
I did not, but
Really?
I'm moving.
My
Real
neck,
cool.
my neck's fucked. So,
Same, dude. Last time my neck was hurting, I woke up and I was gonna do like some rows, and I was like, my neck hurts like fuck. So I did like half a set, and I was like, I'm gonna just chill out for today.
I hurt my neck so bad only once in my life, and it was after I got a massage.
Really?
Or it was after I got a massage. No, it was a chiropractor. Of course.
Don't go to chiropractor.
I know. I didn't want to do it.
You tried it.
But like it was just like, and my mom was like, "Hey, you should go do it." I was like, "I don't want to do it. I don't really believe in that stuff." And she was like, "Just go do it." It's like,
I had
fine.
lock neck once. I'm pretty sure.
What is that?
Like when my neck was like literally like doing this hurt like a fucking.
That's
bitch.
what happened to me.
And I was
think.
like, I don't know how I got it, and my friend's mom was like, I can help you with this.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt like fucking hell. You're gonna cry. And I was like, what do you mean? She was obviously a Caribbean woman.
She
was a Caribbean woman, and she was like, this is
neck.
gonna hurt, Kingston. Like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, all right. And she just like pulled my neck, and I was like literally tearing. And I was like, this hurts so much. She was like, no, you have to keep your neck extended.
I ain't doing
for
that
like
shit.
5 minutes. You have to keep your neck extended, and it's gonna hurt the whole time. But your neck is gonna get better way faster. And I was like, I don't know what.
Way faster is not good enough for me.
I was like, what
better
sort
be
of
good
like
at the
fucking,
end of this.
I was like, what sort of fucking Jamaican witchcraft is she doing? And then literally after the agony, I was like, oh shit, my neck feels good. She was like, yeah, it hurt really bad though.
Yeah, you know
I think,
why?
I think it was.
No.
I think it was the pain. I was going from being a state of
Exactly.
in pain to not in pain.
That's what it is. It's like, here's the thing. So I'm gonna take this knife and I'm gonna twist it in your stomach and I'm gonna twist it around for like 8 minutes. And then when I take this out, you're gonna feel so much better. It's like, yeah, I bet.
Like, yeah,
I bet I'm gonna feel better
I'm
with
not being tortured anymore.
Yeah, like I hate that shit. But like, so I remember like I was fine. My posture was fine. My back didn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
They just recommended like a chiropractor. I was like, fine, I'll do it. I don't want to have the conversation anymore. So I did it. And then they were like, do you feel better? I'm like, I feel the same as I did before this. And then the day after I woke up and I just couldn't move my neck. Just I could like every direction hurt, like up, down, left, right. I was just like Christian Bale's Batman the entire day. And what sucked is that day I had an eye exam. And if you know anything about eye exams, especially if you have glasses, they have like a thing that they pull down with like various lenses and they try to figure out like what your prescription is. And they brought it down and they were like, "Can you put your head in here?" And I was like,
"Can you bring it down more?"
Like I had to position myself in such a way that it was like, I'm pretty sure I fail. Like
I failed this eye exam, so I don't get graded on.
They thought you were like legally blind.
Yeah, I got an inaccurate prescription for sure for that year.
Awesome.
Because I had the eye exam and I couldn't focus. I was just in so much pain that I was like, I can't read any of this.
That's crazy.
I can't read this shit. Anyway,
it's not. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Like I'm noticing how much more my neck hurts by like focusing on this.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's get on to some of our questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/SnarkTank. Remember, you can jump on over there, ask us a question if you want. Goopy wrote in. He says, "Hello, Baba Booies. Since all three of you were young when the internet was first starting to spread her legs, what video do you remember seeing early on in life that told you that nothing is okay and we're doomed as a species? Personally, I was a little late to the party, so the earliest one I saw that made me question everything was that video of dudes in Ninja Turtle costumes having a circle jerk around pizza with comically large fake penises. I have never seen this in my life.
I've never seen that.
So the fact that you said that video...
I've seen that video. You know what showed me that video?
Of course you have.
Lyle would.
Lyle showed me that video.
That makes perfect sense.
Let's go.
I've never seen that in my life.
Just big old green dicks. I was like, dude, I love that guy, but him and Zach are the people that always tell me I'm not at the level I think I'm at. You know, I'm not on that level yet. They are wielders of the darkness. I merely co-opt it for moments. You know?
Yeah. Are you looking it up?
yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Hold on. Get it off of me.
We'll cut to black.
Look at this shit.
What the fuck is that?
You ever seen that? The bottles of ranch?
All right. That is fucking insane. I do think the video that I saw that was significantly worse. Like the thing that I must have been like 2005 or something, 2006. Awesome. Yeah. But I remember seeing a video of like just U.S. Marines throwing a puppy off a cliff that ruined everything for me. Like that was like the moment that it was just
for me. It was Mr. Hands.
Oh, Mr. Hands.
I still never fully saw that.
I still remember the groan he made. That shit was burned. The moment when you know he was dead.
Yeah, it was like a death rattle. Do you know
he was gone after that? I knew it.
Do you know the you know Cyberpunk, right?
You know he was an engineer. You know that, right?
A fucking idiot. Yeah, exactly.
He was an engineer.
He was an engineer. Yeah.
It's always that shit.
He was pushing an envelope. He was a scientist. He was trying to explore further.
Exactly.
He's trying to explore further.
Go where we've never gone
He's
before.
definitely a furry, and every furry has some sort of prestigious job.
That's not incorrect.
Not entirely. Very often,
they're wealthy.
Very often,
you have to be. I think to even realize that you're into that.
Yeah,
I think you have to be wealthy.
You'd have some money.
Like, because what the fuck are you?
Because it's like imagine doing like really intricate cosplay, right? Like it's not the same thing, but like it's sort of similar. Like this person's gonna make me a suit that's pretty. Though it may look silly to most people, this is a hard to make suit. You know?
Yeah.
So you gotta have money.
You gotta have money, but some people I think blow a lot of it because for whatever reason a decent chunk of the gay community get into that shit.
furries.
I don't know why.
I think there's definitely some sort of intersection there.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
not sure why, but there just is. I don't know who started it.
Because
and
every
then
furry I know is queer. Every furry I know personally is queer.
right. I don't understand. I
It would
don't
have
know
to be.
why that happened.
Not exactly. You can be a straight furry.
How? No, it supersedes it, kind of.
I don't.
If
know
you're attracted to a
exactly.
dog, what does it matter if it's a male or female?
Well, you're not
Technically-
attracted. It's this is the argument. This is the conversation I've heard from them. Right. This is not me saying it. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to this exact creature. I'm attracted to the like its vibe or aesthetic. I don't understand it exactly either.
Yeah,
I can't conceptualize.
I didn't.
I don't either because I can't explain it correctly. I feel like I'm doing people misservice by saying this. A real furry would have to come here and talk to us about it because I don't know everything.
well,
about
you're
it.
not offending many people.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think all of them, because I would think that they would take the suit off and fuck a lot. So,
I assume a lot of them do.
So I don't think a lot of them are actually just like, oh, I want to fuck a animal human thing.
It's like the idea.
I don't know.
This animal's the perspective of this animal that they view it reflects them. I guess.
Something like that. Let's put it this way: I don't care enough, so I've never like done a deep dive
Yeah.
into it. It's not. It's at the end of the day, people's fetishes and their things is like not really my business.
I don't care enough, but also I hope to never be in a position in a position where I have to care at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that
They're
for
not
most
they're not
people's
hurting anybody,
most
man.
people's
So-
kinks.
so-
I feel exactly the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
Right, I'm just like I don't need to know the ins and outs of your shit.
We push the things a little too far, like on like having people be very open about their kinks.
Yeah.
and I think
Especially
that was
that-
definitely
that one.
I think
That one's a big one.
Well, for being a furry,
Well, that's a big one because they were like making conventions and shit. Where I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
it's
Like
a
to me,
bit-
go to the adult con. Isn't that where that's for?
Just meet at a hotel.
I
like
guess
a,
yeah, but it's like everything. Everything starts off with like, oh, this is the overarching place, and then things split out of it.
Is there like a? I mean, what's the like the? I guess there probably is like a dominatrix con.
Yeah, it's
And,
like
Oh, for
Con.
sure. There's a con for everything.
I guess now like everything, because before I felt like things were just largely consolidated. Here's your nerdy shit. Here's your sex stuff, and then you'll find booths of that stuff.
Yeah, once upon a time,
And-
but I think they got ridiculed so much by people because of it being, pretty like
That's a good point.
Pretty
yeah,
niche
yeah.
that, like-
Because the people, because I would be one of the people laughing if I went to like an adult convention and I saw like a furry booth, I would laugh. Of
younger
course. I would laugh.
me, absolutely. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Because I used to have a fucking like hate one of furries, and I was like, there's so much worse that exists. There's so
Sure,
much
yeah.
worse.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
So like, what am I doing hating this?
it's
So
less
that kind
about,
of like really,
Yeah.
like it is like, oh, just have fun, dude. Go ahead and do it.
yeah.
Because I think werewolves are cool, but at the same time, they're also so unfortunately tied to that I'm like, I can't even think werewolves are cool, man.
I still like them. I just
I
don't.
do too. It's
I don't
just-
think about. I don't think about. I rarely think about furries. It hasn't.
Yeah, they haven't really been a part of the zeitgeist in a long time.
Yeah.
I believe it was more like a 2014, 2014.
Yeah,
They were
around that
definitely
time.
they were
yeah.
definitely that era of like. It was asshole era where they were very much so around. I call that
I
the
will
asshole
say
era
that
of the internet where like
that-
everyone was just an ass to everybody. Like what content was being a dickhead to people. That era. So like I was like,
stuff,
oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
it was.
Yeah.
I miss it, dude.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. Was it Sonic Fox is the only guy that I've seen recently at all that's involved in any of that shit.
Sonic wears that shit like a badge, man. Niggas
Yeah.
hate him, and then what he does, he whoops.
That's
the
what makes it so much
fuck
worse.
out of them.
That's
and
what makes it so
everything
much
he's
worse.
a part of, dog.
Getting fucking destroyed by a furry is hilarious.
And he's kind of an asshole too, because of course he's a furry, so he probably like was a nice kid and got bullied into just being a dickhead about things he's good at, like everyone does.
Why not?
So it's just like get your money, king. Do your shit.
Yeah, go off, man.
All right, move on.
Yeah.
The VR chat goth I fucked is also from New Jersey. Wrote in. He says, "What's up, Twig? Twig average." You guys are fucking. You guys are getting really out of pocket with this.
What's this say?
Says, "Hello, what's up, Twig average, and fat piece of shit with a gap tooth so wide you could fit all of New Jersey and half of Pennsylvania in it." You gotta relax, guys.
That's.
I mean, average
that-
is really hurtful.
Yeah,
why would you
I
call me
lucked
that?
out here.
Why would
with
you
this
call
one.
me average? That's so. I mean, like I don't. Well, you're fine. You're good. What your description was fine. Like average. Come on, man.
That is so mean that I don't. It's so mean that it's like
It borders back around to being so silly.
it's like, what are you even doing, dude?
It's the same way that like how Doom is really violent, but it's so cartoonish that it kind of like doesn't feel like it is.
It's like when you get called a slur and you're just like, dude, just get out of here, man. It's like that. It's like whatever, bro. Have a good night.
like ripping a demon in Doom in half doesn't feel as violent as shooting somebody in the head in a video game and they realistically slump over. Like,
there's something 100%. About that that's so cartoonishly fucked up.
Like when what is it, Bill Nye when Bill Nye dies in Smiling Friends in the hot air balloon and he like tenses up and slumps over.
Dies. It feels like a for real die. You know?
It's fucking insane. Anyway, he moves on. He says, "I've been replaying all the Gears of War games recently,
Nice.
and I'm left wondering why people dislike Judgment 4 and 5. All of them have really interesting things to add to the Gears sandbox that don't utterly ruin the core gameplay, like 343 Halo. Yeah, that is true. They are better at it than 343 was. The characters are genuinely charming and fun to be around. What are some things you don't like that you like that few? Oh, so this is I guess the core of the question. Okay. What are some things that you like that few others do, and you don't understand why?
Yeah, Judgment isn't that bad actually. I understand. It's definitely one of the weak. To me, it's like Arkham Origins. Like it's not a bad game. It's just
underwhelming.
It's just it's a little bit weaker compared to some of the other titles. That's I think to me,
Judgment is after 3 or before 3.
It's technically
right.
It's a prequel for sure.
Like, release.
I'm trying to remember. I think it came out 2011.
It's after 3.
Yeah, because it came out pretty. Because I think it came out like what 20? I thought it was 2011. I can't remember.
I think it was like 13 or 12.
Was it 13? I swear.
I'll look it up right now.
I think it was 2011 because I think I was in high school when it came out.
Gears of War 3 was 2011.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
Really? God.
So Gears of War Judgment came out.
My fucking brain sucks right now.
Yeah, March 19th, 2013.
How the fuck do I?
High school?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I remember?
I didn't play Judgment that much, but I could
What the
probably play high
fuck?
school.
Yeah, 2011 was Gears. I remember because it was 2011 was Gears 3, and that was like my last year of high school.
Why do I just for some reason I have a memory of playing it Judgment much sooner.
Same.
But whatever. Usually my memory's pretty good about that, but not this time.
That's crazy.
I remember there was something with
I'm particularly autistic with video game release dates.
I usually am, just not this one. Totally fucking off. Because it's like usually it's connected to significant parts of my life. Yeah. But this time, also I remember having because this was when I had a modded 360. So I guess that when did I fucking whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I remember there was something about the gun system in Judgment that was a little bit different. Like I think it was the choice of weapons that was underwhelming.
I think I remember like that was the game where like you pressed Y to switch weapons.
There was something, there was something like that. There was something like that.
And I know that like you could fall off of ledges. I remember that was a big thing.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Because usually in Gears of War it's like it's kind of like you're on set paths.
Yes,
you can't really like jump.
Yeah.
And you still can't jump in Judgment, but like you could choose. I remember in Judgment the big thing was that you could like walk off ledges and like kind of like it became kind of. I remember that distinctly because it just ruined. Like people would just drop on you, and I remember feeling like that feels weird in Gears of War for somebody to just drop on you and fucking shoot you.
Interesting.
But it was fine. I remember I didn't like the framing device that they used for the story. I remember like Barrett and his squad were like on trial.
They were on trial,
and then they were doing like this kind of like. Let me tell you the story how it happened, and then it would go back, and it's kind of okay. I just don't think it worked.
Yeah,
and also nothing really happened in it. I think it was just underwhelming following 3.
I need to play
3 was a really good like end.
Yeah.
What gets the world from what it is in Gears of War 4 to 3 for 5? Like why is there ice and robots? Like what gets to that point?
You're asking the wrong. It's been so long.
Why is there robots?
Why are you fighting? Why are you on an ice planet? It looks like Lost Planet.
You're not on an ice planet.
Really? There's a lot of significant.
There's a snow level.
You're on a part of the world where it's just ice. Yeah, and then you're just doing the most basic open world shit. It's so like that.
Isn't it like a sled or something like that?
Yeah, so you're on the sled, but it's like
who's pulling the sled? Like
all you're doing
dogs?
Is
I don't remember.
Robot dogs.
I think in the desert they had like a a fan.
It was like
a
It was like almost like a you. I don't remember exactly how it works.
Yo, I honestly kind of liked it.
I like playing the game. That was the most underwhelming part where all it was. The open world was it was unnecessary.
Yeah, it felt like padding.
Let's go. Okay, I'm traveling here. Now I'm gonna go collect some shit from here and go. It was just like, this doesn't need to be in this game.
Yeah,
that's all.
I think Judgment's just kind of underwhelming because it doesn't really add much, and the story's kind of like whatever, and you're not really following the people that you want to follow. I think in a Gears of War game. Also, it had to follow 3, which was really good.
Yeah.
And then 4, I think, was underwhelming because, I mean, I like 4. Honest, I like 4 and 5. To be honest with you, like I think they're really very good games. I just think 4. The issue with 4 is really just the robots. Like, there's too many robots in 4. And Gears 5 has the little open world parts that like I actually kind of like, but I do feel like are a little bit kind of weird. But they're really good. Hive Buster, specifically that Gears 5 DLC, is fucking great. Like unreasonably good for no reason. So like I'm with you where I think they're definitely better at doing Gears than 343 was with Halo for sure.
Yeah. Any other games you can think about? Like say
that they change things, but you think
anything that he's asking if what are some few things that you like that few others do and you don't understand why?
Right.
Things that I love that other people don't. I
don't know. I can't think of any at the moment.
There's a
That's very different from other
It
games.
rarely happens. Yeah.
Like I guess in Ragnarok, I actually like playing as Atreus.
I think most people do. I'm the outlier with that.
I just liked how fast he was. That was my main thing because I know Kratos is like older, but he's still a god. I just didn't like how slow he moves. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like, okay, you're still insane. You are faster than most people on the planet.
Not most.
I would say
every person he's faster than. Every
god.
Okay,
yeah, sure.
He might not be fast. Some guy. He's stronger than every.
But let's put it this way: somehow he caught fucking Hermes, and
he used tech, but yeah, he caught him. He cheated, but
he cheated. But the fact that you would even be able to come anywhere close to him is silly.
It's insane. Yeah.
But,
dude, the moment I watched the moment again when he fought Baldur, and there was a moment where he pieced him up 3 times. So quick. He hits him in the face, the stomach 2 times, and the face again.
Yeah, when he
and I'm like, what
combo.
the fuck? Why is he hitting him that fast?
He fucking combos him like so, and I was like, Kratos is so fucking like powerful and so like insane that I kind of understand why they ended with Ragnarok because it's like we can't draw this out too much. He can destroy everyone. It's obvious that he's so overpowered. They need to do something. What are they going to do next to even give him really a challenge? Like I know they're talking
live
about
service.
Yeah. Well, he did the live service challenge.
The moment because he's strong the whole time in all the games, but you don't really get a display of how crazy strong he is. Other than like when he outpowers Hercules, you're like, oh shit, this guy's crazy strong. But then when he flips the sky, that moment I was like, did this nigga just flip this? Even Atreus was like, wait,
flipping the sky. What do you mean?
When the first the PS5 one, where he flips the thing of the castle of that fixture you have to walk on.
Oh, he's done shit like that before.
But he like Atreus is even like, did you just like flip over the sky?
Look,
and I was just like, oh shit, I forgot he's crazy strong.
Dude,
like
and
that.
number 2, it opens up with you fighting this giant statue, like this Colossus, and like there's a part where it tries to step on you, and you just do your button, you do your button mash thing, and then he tosses that thing like it flies, and you're like to be that amount of strength is so stupid.
Yeah. It's like
yeah.
Like
huh?
So I remember. I thought of one.
What you got?
So Crash Team Racing to me is like unequivocally. Yeah, we got. I literally have coasters. I think I found that at like a box lunch or something.
Oh, sick.
But like that game to me is like as a kart racer is so unbelievably perfect and so much better than any other thing in that genre, like by a degree that I can't even quantify, that I can't conceptualize why more people can't see it. I think it's relatively underappreciated. I don't think people really think about it that much.
Yeah,
and it's crazy to me because it is
more of a like.
It's insane. It's like Melee. It really is. It's fucking nuts. But That's me.
I have a lot of takes about Melee. I love Melee. I played it competitively. I'm pretty fucking good at that game for someone that isn't like a competitor. I think that game's a fucking mess. That game is a fucking extreme mess. I think a lot of people have like. I think it is fun in a way that no other Smash Bros. Game is fun because it feels like the first one that really like takes a risk to be like something. It like it's just something particularly special about it. Like the wave dashing, the fucking zany characters, the way it even looks. Like it looks so fucking silly nowadays compared to what it was.
Yeah.
But I think people don't exactly remember playing that game. I think they've played Smash like Brawl and like 60 the Wii U one and Ultimate, and they're like, I love Melee, and it's like, have you played Melee recently, Blood? Because we can play it right now, and you won't be able to play the game.
Why? What do you mean?
Because that game, you can just oppress people in a way that's so insane, it's crazy. Like I can ledge grab, and you can't get back on the ledge. That shit is not like just shit like that where it's like it's really cool. And it was really fun, and it holds a really cool place in people's minds.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people have the like, oh, on a Reddit page, people said Melee's the best one, so it's the best one memory. That's what I feel like.
I really don't think so.
I think it's a good game. I would never say it's not a game. I think it's great. I think it's the most iconic Smash game. I don't think it's the best one by a large margin. I think Ultimate is by far the best Smash Bros. Game. But I think Melee
best in what way? Best in the sense that it's like inoffensive and kind of safe and fine.
Well, no, just the way the game's built, the characters, designs, the way the diversity of characters. Granted, there's a lot of samey characters in those games, right?
Yeah, there's like 17 sword characters that play identically.
There's genuinely for real. There's genuinely like every sword character. There's
another Fire Emblem character. Yay!
There's a mirror to them, right? And I think I agree that's annoying, right? But I do think the way the game plays, the way like it feels and it flows, is much better in that game. It's simply like based off like how you move, and obviously it's a newer game. That's the point, Duh.
Yeah.
Gears 3 is gonna feel better than Gears 2 is.
Sure.
It's the next game, and this is like almost 20 years difference of games, easily at least 15.
Yeah. I guess for me, I look at it, it's like I don't know. I look at it, it's like, okay, here's a movie that is entirely fine from beginning to end. It's it makes sense. The script works, and then you have something like Bullet Train. Bullet Train's ridiculous. Bullet Train is absurd in every single way, and that's way better to me than like just a movie that like makes sense. You know what I mean?
I would say
I feel like Melee is that. I feel like Halo 2 is that. I feel like Crash Team Racing is that, where it's like this is great in a way that you couldn't do on purpose. And that is so special that like I don't understand why people don't. Like people see it with Melee. People see it with Halo 2. People don't see it with that. And that's why I feel like this is one of those things where I'm like one of the only people talking about that game still. Like probably.
I think it's a better racing game. I would agree. I think the reason why that game isn't talked as much because Mario Kart is so fucking popular.
Well, of course.
Well,
it is just simply that.
Well, yeah, obviously. And then there's also been more of them.
Well,
there's only like 2 Crash racing games of any consequence.
But Crash is never going to be as popular as fucking Mario.
Of course not.
So it's like it just doesn't have a chance to be like this is the perfect kart racer. It doesn't matter, even if the next Mario Kart that comes out sucks dick.
Yeah,
which it won't because the framework is so. It's been the same game since the 64. Like if you want to be really honest, it is the same as 64. Like I love those games. Yeah. For what they are, but I understand what I'm playing.
It plays like quicksand, man. Like something like Mario, even Double Dash, man. Double Dash feels like playing.
That's another game people like. I don't think people remember playing Double Dash because I played the fuck out of that game with people, and me and my cousin. There were combinations in that shit. We have a friend Joe who would use the same combination I would use: Luigi and Red Koopa. You cannot. It is so obnoxious dealing with somebody that gets the 3 holding red shells every time they get their thing. But it's such a like it's so fun, and I remember it being so good. But I think it's a lot of rose-colored glasses when people experience a lot of games from those eras. Because it's like it was so fun. It's like
maybe I always just like say, well, go back and play. I
think a lot of people would like say that and then not play the games, and then if they play the games, they'll be like, oh, this is. Yeah. Okay,
because it happens. I remember some things that like, oh, this was fucking awesome. You go back and play, and you're like, oh yeah, like this is not nearly as good as I remember. I think everybody has that experience, so nostalgia is always heavy. there is a game that this is really interesting that a lot of people have gone back to recently because of mods, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So like, but that game though, it's interesting because when I first played it, I know a lot of the art style of some of the characters. Obviously, people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
The lack of X-Men characters that already was like a big. But the thing is,
all of them were gone.
So
all of them.
So that's
Why?
like,
Was it a licensing?
It was
yeah,
like,
licensing.
yes,
They didn't
100%.
have. They were. That was in the minute with the intermits where they were trying to buy it, and then Fox was like, "We're just not going to give you anything," and they were like, well, "Okay, well."
really stupid to release Marvel's Capcom without X-Men. So it already had those things. Some of the art style, like Chun-Li, looked really stupid. Some of them look really stupid. But in hindsight, like if you played, there was a lot of people that I feel like were just because of the stuff surrounding it, were they didn't even pay attention to the combat. It's good, and also they returned to the old button format because the Tatsunoko versus Capcom, they had that fucking circle button format to do a combo. We would just like hit like, you know, say if it's PlayStation, you hit square, triangle, circle, and then you hit X, and then it does your air combo, and then do it again to finish it. And I was like, what the is this for 5-year-olds? It was weird that they just did that, and then they transferred that to MVC3, and then they also slowed down the combat just a little bit especially compared to 2. MVC2.
Oh, yeah.
And so me personally, I liked MVC3, but I was also disappointed. I liked when they kind of went back to the old formula with Infinite. But there's a lot of people that just absolutely diarrheaed on the game, and I get it. So I'm glad people are going back to it. Maximilian Dude, fucking, and some people modded it, and then they reskinned it. A lot of people are coming back and having fun with it and realizing that this game is a lot better than it actually was. So I'm glad that at least this will maybe give it more hype. So it's like, guys, make another one.
If I'm not mistaken, the assists were taken out for the stones, right?
So
was that what something was changed for the stones?
So I thought that that was just
there's only two. There's only 2 people now, right? Is that
yeah? So it was
only 2 people now, but you have a stone instead.
Yeah, it wasn't a. They didn't do the 3 thing. So they went to like a more old school, like almost like Marvel's Capcom
1. Yeah.
Which Marvel's Capcom 1, it's a little clunky, but man, I love there was the subtle differences. First of all, the soundtrack is some of my favorite Capcom music, especially since they remixed Mega Man 2's music from number 2. And
cool, yeah.
And then they just made it in Marvel vs. Capcom, which is one of my favorite fucking just tracks of Capcom did. And what was I gonna say? Like some of the animations in MVC 1 is better than 2. Especially like say hitting the ground, there's like a little bit of the impact.
Oh, the
shake.
You hit the ground, the ground would move,
and there was
like the rocks.
The rocks coming up, and the impact was like. So if you did like Final Justice,
Sentinel would like walk around and it would shake the screen.
Like so,
that was so cool.
There was things like Sentinel was in MVC 1. He was in.
But that was in 2.
He was in a. I forgot which Children of the Atom, or I forget which one he was in, but like.
Oh, you're talking about the X-Men games.
I'm talking about MVC 1 right now.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm talking about the ground impact, and like there was 2 major things that felt so satisfying. Doing the ultimate web throw with Spider-Man, obviously.
Yeah.
The impact felt so satisfying, and you don't get that satisfaction in 2. It just feels like you're hitting like a stone ground, and there's no like shake and impact, like it hurts. Same thing with Final Justice and Captain America when he would do like his little
suplex,
suplex at the end. Like when you do it on 2, it just feels so empty. And I'm like, MVC 2 is such an amazing game, but those little things missing. I'm like, fuck. People don't understand how satisfying it feels too.
There's always little things.
Well, because they had to put fucking 50+ characters in that game.
They probably did to retract
those
a few
motherfuckers
things.
Overworked. I'm pretty sure that game came out like a little bit over a year from the last one.
Yeah,
and then they had to put 50+ characters, and half of them are not even fully designed.
That is how quick games used to be made, though.
Like Thanos doesn't do anything Thanos does in that game.
Thanos is awful. Yeah,
I was like, why is
there's
he
no
even
representation
here?
of him being Thanos really? If you didn't know who he was, you'd be like, the fuck is this?
I had no idea who he was. I remember playing the game and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I remember, I think I played the game before I read any of the Infinity Opera, and I was just like, this guy's kind of lame. And then I read it later on. I was like,
yeah,
dude,
he would kill everyone there.
I played that game before I knew anybody that. I literally only knew Spider-Man and Venom.
There's no way.
I'm not even joking.
Really?
Like when I played MVP, well, I kind of had an adjacent understanding of like the X-Men.
Wolverine, right?
Yeah, kind of, but not really.
Okay.
You know, I just wasn't a comic person.
Okay.
So I played the game. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck any of these people. But it's a good ass game.
That's when I found out about Bone Claw Wolverine. I was like, why is that one's hands different?
Yeah,
But it was also like 2000.
we call them Piss Claw.
Piss Claw,
Yeah, because they're like a little yellow. We just call them Piss Claw.
Piss Claw.
Bone Claw
Piss
Wolverine.
Claw is crazy.
Wouldn't his bones be like red as fuck?
I mean, the whole idea that they're just still in. It's such a lazy sprite where all they did was just make it yellow and extend it. And I'm like, those aren't bones. That's not fucking bones. Those are claws, adamantium, that just have piss on them.
Piss stained
That's
adamantium.
why we called them piss
That's
claw.
the only
Wolverine.
thing I can describe adamantium. If you soak it in piss for a long period of time.
Go piss.
I remember Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, I think the main
love
the
that
main
game
thing for
so
me was
much,
just
man.
like I loved the pixel art so much that when they moved away from it, I was just kind of like, okay.
The art was
It's
great.
probably
The
good
music
still.
was great.
The music was great.
The visual dynamics, like all of the fucking motion, everyone's taunts, like just for me, what happened is like things like that really touched my heart because I love comic books. So seeing stuff like that be like even Rivals, right? Like Rivals right now, anyone could enjoy that game, but that is a love letter for people that like comic books, though. Like it's like if you really enjoy comics,
Sure, yeah.
you can play that game and be like, dude, I know this reference. I've seen that thing. Oh my god, that's costume. I know what that's from, and I just really enjoy. That's why I play it, honestly, because hero shooters in general, they're fun when you play with friends, but I just don't play them by myself anymore. I don't have the energy to be upset at people just not doing what they're
No,
supposed to
yeah.
be
Why
doing.
the fuck would you?
I can't do it anymore. My heart just isn't in it.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't practice Spider-Man. So I'm like, I can't turn this game on and play it because I'm just gonna kill myself. I can't do this.
That's
right
the thing
now.
to me. Is like that's the only character I play in that game.
Yeah,
At all.
but
Because I just like I hate the way everybody else plays. If Spider-Man wasn't in that game, I genuinely wouldn't play it. Like at all. Like if they had like an update and they were like, "Oh, Spider-Man's out of the game,"
That's
like,
insane.
I would actually uninstall it and never play it again.
making a Marvel game and not making a game, making a
him
Marvel game that implements the whole cast and not using Spider-Man is insane.
Like he's like, oh, he's too OP, and instead of like nerfing him, they just take him out.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because he's nowhere near OP. It's like that's crazy. They're like Spider-Man's overpowered, and it's like
He's very frail.
it's like Peter Parker. Yeah, can't.
So what is he good at? What is his role?
He's an assassin.
He's like an assassin. Like he goes. He's like a disorienter kind of. Like you kind of go in and sneak behind enemy lines, like beat people up in the. You kind of like go back, flank people, and take out their healers, and like get the fuck away, get in, do damage, get out. Because he can swing and he can move around. Actually, there's actual physics in it.
his movement is insane.
The thing that I like about it is like you have to aim. Well, if you turn on the real swinging, like you have to aim at the thing you shoot the web at, and then that'll like be where you swing from. And I love that. I wish that was actually like an option in like real Spider-Man games because it's actually satisfying to do.
Yeah, that would be
But
cool.
but that's the whole point. That's the whole reason I play video games is moving through space in a satisfying way. So to me, I'm like, I've played many of those other characters, and I'm like, and they're just like, you saw
I
it.
saw
You know?
Captain America.
It annoys me.
It is
like-
so slow and
This is
boring.
horrible advertisement for
It annoys me because of
I
the
wanna see
fact
this.
that like I really want characters to be zipping and dipping around, but obviously they just don't design the map for that. You have to design the map to accommodate character speed.
I just want Coke speed, man. I want like the way that I feel like MVC2 is, where it's not. It wasn't made in mind for like this is for everyone. Like it's so
I
fast.
think that works for not shooting games. Though.
Yeah.
I don't think that works for shooting games.
I
Like, I
think
would
it
like to
does.
see.
I just wanna give it a
maybe
chance.
maybe not Marvel Rivals, but it'll work for.
What shooting game do you think is like fucking breakneckly quick? I can't
Well,
think of a
most
shooting
games
game.
used to be that way. That's how a lot of FPSs used to be. Like Quake was like that, and fucking.
I feel like Quake was the only one I could think of.
I want like panic speed where it's like
Tribes.
frantic.
Yeah, I love that shit, dude.
Because I
Tribes
could
was
imagine
crazy.
playing a game like that. Like, I think that'd be fun. The like idea of it, and then I'd play and I'd be like, dude, I don't know when I'm dying.
Doom Eternal.
I don't know when I'm dying.
See, your eyes
Doom
will
Eternal's not
adju-
PvP, but Doom Eternal is
Yes.
fucking fast as hell.
Your eyes will adjust to it eventually. Because I remember playing some things first, like
Because Eternal's a fast-paced game too, for sure. I've never played with mouse and keyboard.
I love that, like
I would
just
love to play that every
constant.
game now, actually.
You're encouraged to just keep going, like not to slow down and think. You're
Yeah.
kind of just.
It's all reflex.
And then you're like, oh shit, I'm dying. I got to kill more people to get more shit. And like, I like that. Fucking-
I like games like that that reward intuition.
Yeah.
And like
it feels
reflex
good.
and intuition is like a really like it's such a good reward.
It feels good. Like
For me, I'm contemplative. I like being able to contemplate.
I like
things.
both.
I like contemplating
that's
my
what my
movement.
turn. That's
to
what my
do
turn
that.
base is for.
Yeah.
Because I like my turn base. Sometimes I'm like, if I'm like chess, you make the one wrong move, you're fucked. So I love thinking about it for a few minutes. So I'm like, what makes more sense to do?
That's me in honor mode in Baldur's Gate 3 because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get raped by these goblins.
Yeah.
These goblins are gonna kill my party.
Yeah.
If I don't do this right.
Yeah. I love that.
Dude, I made it to Act 2 and I did the one die run and then I lost a fight to the fucking Shadow Cursed people and I lost my whole save.
Yeah, so that's why I don't play shit like that.
I made it so far without people dying. I made it so far.
I don't do fucking Iron Mans. I don't do anything like that where if you die once, you're like, I've done it just for the meme of it. Like, let me try it, but not like let me really do it because I'm all you. If it was old school, like I probably would have snapped my controller. You know, like back in the day, like that would be like back in the day when they made bosses like so insanely hard. Like Street Fighter Alpha 3, you're fighting Bison. And those were like, I'm throwing my controller. Like you're just, because it was so, I don't feel that way anymore. I'm good. Like I'm a mature adult, but.
You understand, you have to pay for this. So you're like, I can't make this dumb decision. I need to hold on to this. I need to hold on to this thing.
That's a very good point. And also just they didn't do that, if you die once, your game, they didn't do that a lot back then. If they did, I definitely would have tried it, and I probably for sure would have broke something, because imagine like I did that on accident one time, just speed running. Right, I didn't save a Capcom game, Onimusha Warlords, and then I got stuck at a puzzle because I've done it so many times, but I fucked up and I somehow just kind of had a brain fart, and I was like, I have to start over, and I never played the game again. Like since it got on Steam. I hadn't played it since then.
Dude, losing progress like that really fucking
shit burns,
sucks.
bro.
Yeah. I'm playing through Medieval 2 right now. It's like a really old PS1 game. That, by the way, is bonkers in a way that I completely fucking forgot. Like that game is ridiculous. Like you kill Jack the Ripper in that game. It's ridiculous. But
it's in the 1800s, or is it like
so the original Medieval takes place in like medieval times.
Okay,
and then they finish his story.
Yeah,
and then they got a sequel greenlit, and they were like, "What the fuck do we do?" And so they were like, "I don't know, put him in London in like the 1800s." So he's like in a museum, and like it's cool because it's so like ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I'm at the final boss right now, and I'm realizing that it's been like at least a level since I've saved, and I'm not equipped for it at all.
Oh, nice.
And like there's a boss where like you need a Gatling gun, or like you need projectile weapons, and I just don't have any.
That's crazy, and they don't force you to get it.
They give you the option to buy from like the fucking but what are you buying?
Yeah.
But there's I didn't have the money for it.
That's fascinating.
So I'm just kind of stuck.
That's I like that about old games, because games nowadays, usually it's like, well, they won't let you not get this thing to be able to beat a game. Now it's like, well, go get it.
But dude, like, it's so annoying because like I'm at the end and like I wanna at this point that's so annoying that I'm like, fuck this.
Right.
But I'm so close. Like I'm one fight away from ending it,
right,
and putting it behind me, and that's so frustrating to know.
Can you look at a strategy, or do you absolutely need it? Can you find a strategy that someone's like, I beat it with nothing?
I can't imagine that that's possible because the amount of damage. Every enemy in that game is a sponge.
Oh.
And so like I have crossbows or whatever, but like the Gatling gun is crazy.
Okay.
So like I've been trying to do the crossbow thing. So the phases of the fight is like there's a demon and there's another guy trying to kill you in like some fucking car with like it's stupid as fuck. But like you do damage to him and then the car swerves and does damage to the boss. But you can't do enough. The window for you to hit him is so small that like with anything other than a Gatling gun, you can't do it.
I see.
It's a terrible fight. It sucks really bad. Like I love the rest of that game because it's ridiculous, but like that level fucking blows. But I don't know, man. The games are weird. It's crazy because I'm having like a pretty good time with Ninja Gaiden. Like it's not really that hard.
Yeah. Looks fun. I was like, oh,
the old ones were
some
fucking
slut. She looks awesome.
The old ones were fucking torture.
Huh?
Those old ones were torture.
The old
man.
ones were rough. I didn't even buy. Like I think I
I
played.
hated those games so much. I played them a lot too, and I was like, I'm just not. I was like, I'm just not good at this eventually. I was like, I gotta understand, I'm not good at this. I can't keep playing this.
Dude, I beat Contra and I couldn't get past like the first stage of Ninja Gaiden. I'm pretty sure. Like Contra used to be a breeze to me. I think I was like weirdly like focused on that game for like a good like couple years on NES, and I would like beat it like regularly. I could not do that now, but
I don't remember ever beating Contra.
it's fucking hard.
I know I'd gotten very far. I have vivid memories of being at my aunt's house trying to beat it and not beating it and being like, fuck this kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever
That's
beat
the only like traditionally
Metal's-
difficult game that I remember at least at one point in my life being genuinely very good at. And now it's fucking gone.
For me, Metal Slug. Metal Slug was a game I remember being really good
I
at.
fucking love
Metal Slug's great, but it's not hard.
My
love
grandma
Metal
was
Slug.
very good at Mrs. Pac-Man.
Some of them are a little
In Metal Slug?
some of them are a little like because you know it's like that the bullet time type shit
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those parts like, oh, fight this fucking attack helicopter, and then there's like a bunch of shit on the screen. You're like,
Yeah, it's like a bullet hell.
yeah, you're like bullet hell. That's what I meant to say.
I beat
I
that with my
love-
sister. I
I
beat the
love
second
Metal
one with my
Slug.
sister. We must have beat that one together, and I was like, this is crazy.
Love how
It's like,
ugly
you
they
could
all
play
look.
Yeah, I always thought
Gross, but I thought they looked cool.
being young enough to not understand what POWs were.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
like I was like,
Oh,
look
like,
at these
it's like,
bums.
dude,
Look at these
Could
bums.
could you kill him?
Thank you. You know, they like you.
Yeah, they would give you
give you shit.
Yeah.
They'd give you the fucking laser minigun. I'm like, fuck yeah,
love
dude!
that.
I would just jump around
Submachine gun.
spinning it.
Metal Slug
love
is-
that game
is-
so much. You fight zombies, and I forgot which one. X. I don't know which one it is.
I don't know. There's so many.
There's one where you're fighting mummies and shit. Like you're such a stupid.
It's good shit, man.
I love Metal
I,
Slug.
Go.
I associate, dude. There's something about like
Yeah.
Metal Slug and a slice of pizza because I remember them being in a lot of pizza places.
Metal
would
Slug,
have
Marvel
Metal
vs.
Slug
Capcom.
and Marvel vs.
Marvel
Capcom,
vs.
and
Capcom.
I have like a distinct memory of
That
like
was at the
getting
barber
pizza.
shop by my fucking house.
To me, like Metal Slug would always be like in those Neo fucking because they would have multiple things. So it would have Samurai Showdown. It would have like Metal Slug. Would have like shit like that.
What's the name of that pizza place that's in a fucking Round Tables?
Oh, Round Table.
They'd be at the
Fuck.
Round
I forgot
Tables.
about Round Table.
What's Round Table?
Just
Some
chain.
shitty pizza chain.
They had like the pepperonis that would be like cups. You know the little. You know how they like kind of
Yeah.
fold up and then just have a shitload of grease in it. Fat people would just
Yeah.
just drink that shit.
Dude, there's a place around here called Slice House, and I decided like recently I was like, you know, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna order like a small like 12-inch like kind of personal. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I had it.
Was
Like
that-
it's a solid, I don't know if the big ones are that good, but like the small, like they
They had
nail
the
it.
pepperonis like that, right?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah,
I think
a little bit.
I think I went there because you talked about it. Was
Yeah.
it that recently opened?
Town
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
bad.
I
did go
had it. I had it this weekend because I went to see fucking something with a bunch of my friends. I had this weekend.
Movie.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I enjoy this. I think I've grown to I just enjoy plain pizza the most now.
Plain.
Yeah,
I
I
could see. Yeah,
I gotta have pepperoni.
I don't need pepperoni.
I'm really picky with the pepperoni. Is my
Yeah.
issue. Like I because there's a particular pepperoni that's my favorite, and I don't see it all that often.
I see.
I don't even know how to describe it really. Like I don't know the name of it. I don't know like what brand it is. So like
I just get plain slices because you can't. It's hard to fuck up, you know.
It is hard to fuck up. I just
Yeah.
the grease of the pepperoni though really I don't know. It's so different. I don't necessarily even need the pepperoni. I just need the grease. Like because the grease from
just
the
a
cheese,
ring out of pepperoni over
Yeah.
a pizza.
It's the flavor of the pork, the pork fucking fat.
It
Like,
does something, man.
Yeah. That's the thing that I noticed.
I'm not a
I
pork
wonder what
person.
duck fat
though.
on pizza would taste like. Ooh,
I'm not a pork
duck
person.
fat pizza. I mean, that's expensive, but that'd probably be delicious.
that sounds fucking dope.
Barbecue duck
Alright.
pizza.
Barbecue.
Barbecue duck pizza. Duck is so fucking expensive. Why? There's ducks everywhere. Stupid.
But they're probably not edible.
What do you?
It's probably only a certain kind of edible ducks.
Yeah, there's only one breed of duck.
Let's get this last one.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Sweeney was a ridiculously stupid kid. Wrote in. Everybody's bullying him.
He is the punching bag. He just somehow subtly became the punching bag.
You guys
I
gotta
can
relax.
I can take it. I can take it.
You guys gotta
And that's-
chill.
Yeah.
That's why, man.
You're
This
like
means
Batman.
nothing. This guy's death when he dies. It'll
Listen,
be nothing.
everybody-
No one will mourn.
I'm
No.
gonna make a demand. Everybody be nicer to Sweeney.
no way.
Nah,
Everybody
don't
do
be
it.
nice
No
to
way.
me. Don't be nice.
Let's reverse psychology. That's crazy.
Be meaner. In fact, be meaner. In fact, if you need to hurt me to feel better, then by all means hurt me. I'm fine.
That's crazy.
Yo, what's that line from The
Jesus
Dark
on the
Knight
cross.
where he says like,
Really?
Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. Sweeney was ridiculously wicked. And he says, "Hey, Mo, Curly, and Larry."
Nice.
Fuck are those, like the NSYNC?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, so we'll hunt him because he can take it. Because he's our hero, that fucking line from Batman.
Oh my god!
yeah. Like
when
that-
he's running, that scene is so fucking stupid. Oh my god!
Wait.
I forgot about that scene.
I imagined when you were saying it, I imagined they'll hunt him. You know that fucking line from Batman. I imagined that being the quote.
Oh, like that part
that he says at the end.
That scene that they probably thought was really cool is so fucking stupid.
What do you mean?
Him running like that and looking so stupid and the cape fucking flaring the
running
wrong
as-
way. And he's like jumping over shit.
I
And
mean-
I'm like, this scene is dumb as
To be fair, he's all shot and he's all
I
loopy.
really,
He's
I
like-
really think people. I really think Christian Bale was a terrible fucking Batman.
Of course he was.
I think it was a horrible Batman. I think Heath Ledger's performance lifts so much weight for that trilogy. It's insane.
It does the
100%.
It's
only
insane,
It's
dude.
the only thing that makes it like. Look, Batman Begins is okay.
I think that movie
It's-
is ass.
It's okay to me. I'll give it an okay.
There's two really cool scenes.
okay.
When him and Ra's are training with those katanas in the cold. That scene
That's
is
not
really
bad,
cool.
especially because the camera's actually pulled out.
Yeah.
Because when Batman actually fights, the camera is right here, and I'm like, I can't see anything. Which
That's
is
the point.
Which is the point is when choreography is really bad,
Yes.
they do that.
Yes,
and I'm
100%.
just like, this is just let me see this shit choreography. I'm fine. I don't need Batman to look suave. I just want him to look like what they did in the second one. They pulled it out a little bit, and he just looked a little bit more like forceful. It wasn't smooth fighting, and I'm like, I actually kind of like that.
Those movies I never really loved. Like I think they're good. Like they're good movies. But I
think
also
they're written well. I
The
give
Dark
them that.
Knight is
They're
solid.
written well.
The Dark Knight is solid.
they're written well.
Oh no, I think
The Dark Knight is solid.
I think every moment that Joker on the screen is really good.
It's fucking
Well,
fantastic.
every moment that the
That's
Joker's
it.
on screen is really great, and then everything else is good.
It's-
It's well written. It's solid. It's like
It's not bad.
It's good. It's not bad at all.
like the parts
but-
where Batman speaks is the only problem
every
with
time
it,
he
to be
opens
honest.
his mouth, I'm like, dude, this is so.
In hindsight,
those movies
look,
without Christian without Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like the Fantastic Four with like Chris Evans. Where I'm like, this is inoffensive. This is good. You know, it's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Even when it was happening, I didn't give Christian Bale any props. I didn't feel there were some people that may have. I didn't believe them.
He won an
because-
Oscar for it.
Yeah, he did.
No.
I was like,
what the fuck are you talking
for
about?
Batman? You know, all the roles he did, he wins for Batman, his
I'm-
worst
I think
role.
he'd be so mad.
He'd be fucking furious.
He's got nominated for a few of them.
Are you
right?
fucking
Not for
kidding
the,
me?
not for the Batman. Not for
You
Batman.
sure?
Absolutely.
No, only Heath Ledger.
Superhero movies.
No,
didn't get-
No, I'm saying Heath got,
and
a
only because he
nomination.
died. He got it. He won, and only because he died. They gave up posthumously, and that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Because they always disrespect superheroes. They never would have given it to
Yeah,
him.
they still don't really.
They
like
still
superheroes.
100%. Like they win like best costume design, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those movies are.
Like this.
I'm gonna be respectful because I know people love Batman.
No, please
particularly autistic people love Batman. for
Well, it's
some
not like
reason.
Sonic.
No, it's not the same. Obviously, Sonic is like their Christ, you know. Like on the autistic book, when he open up, the person that opens it up with you, like when you die, right? Let's see, autistic person dies, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to be judged by autistic Jesus, right?
Yeah, autistic Jesus.
When they open
Yeah.
the book, the person that touches their hand is a white glove of Sonic. Being like, I'm here with you. And they open it alongside you.
Cool, man. You're here.
But I think Batman
Welcome.
is, I think,
Welcome to heaven.
hey, let's go. And he grabs you and jettisons you.
Your skin's falling off.
No, you're this is hell, heaven. So your skin is durable for some reason.
Okay.
And he jettisons you through your life. And like, how was that? He's like, I don't know what happened. You're in heaven now, and he's gone.
And that's it's just
And you just get a bunch of chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese, and
That is fucking crazy.
then all the trains you could watch for hours.
and all the trains as far as the eye can see. That's
Buttered noodles for me, please.
We're being dickheads.
yeah, I'm
We're
sorry.
being jerks.
That's heaven, man.
I like buttered noodles.
That's heaven.
Yeah, of course. But I just think Batman as a character, I think a lot of people, in the moment he's put under a scope more than a second, is like, this nigga's stupid as fuck. but I love him.
Do you like spaghetti?
Yeah.
Like reasonably?
Spaghetti.
Like, is it like what? Is it like
I mean, I prefer rice over everything else.
if you're gonna have pasta?
No.
Are you picking spaghetti?
the pasta, the version of pasta.
No, I don't think.
Depends on what I'm having.
I don't think.
What do you mean the version of pasta? What do you mean?
Like, cause it's like macaroni. There's spaghetti. There's elbow. There's angel hair. There's
well, yeah, but
That's what you meant. I thought you meant like how, like in general, like as a food.
no. What I'm
like, yeah.
No,
like,
so what I'm saying is like if let's say I gave you the option at any point throughout the week, like pasta, you get one choice. Is it ever going to be spaghetti?
No.
That's how I feel.
Not at all.
I feel like spaghetti's like very like
Dude,
whatever.
Spaghetti and meatballs, or like with like spaghetti and meat sauce, is there's something. First of all, like I don't think pasta and tomato like meat sauce or like just like a tomato based sauce, not my favorite. I like a lot of things. I like heavy cream based sauce is way better
Oh,
by
interesting.
a country fucking mile.
I think I do. I really like chicken parmesan.
I like chicken parm.
Chicken
parm a
parm,
lot.
to me like the tomato. It's like I don't know, man. Like,
But I don't like tomatoes.
You got
the
to
same
beef
way.
with
It's really-
tomatoes.
I like tomatoes a lot. Like say, because to me, like say, like pizza sauce is great.
Sure.
Works really well. But if you were to like say, okay, like now give me pasta, and I will take bread over pasta and that sauce
I
any
see,
fucking
yeah.
day. But say for example, you can put Alfredo sauce on a pizza. There's options for that. Never. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, give me fucking pizza sauce on fucking pizza dough. And not so I just feel like say pasta and like a heavy cream like an Alfredo sauce, the marriage is way better by it's not even close.
I mean, I do love chicken Alfredo. That shit is delicious.
To me, it's like you put a chicken Alfredo or just even fettuccine Alfredo. Just don't even put the chicken in. Just a fucking Alfredo
What's
sauce.
that mushroom?
I need some chicken.
What's that mushroom pasta? Oh my god.
Like that, which is
I have that a lot.
which is the heavy cream based sauce.
Yeah. I
Like,
love.
it's just so much
I
better.
forget what it's fucking called.
I don't eat mushrooms.
Ah, damn. There's like
Actually, I don't think I've ever eaten a mushroom. For being honest,
I don't fuck with mushrooms.
I've never eaten
I like
mushroom.
mushrooms.
I don't fuck with mushrooms. It's just
I only started liking mushrooms though, like in the last like 3 years, to be honest with you.
it's just a weird thing for me. It's just a thing of like seeing like weird like type of animals and like and their larvae or
Mushroom
like,
truffle.
mushroom
Mushroom truffle pasta.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
Oh, you sounded like fucking Marcus Phoenix. Oh, it'd be pasta.
I like spaghetti. I do not dislike spaghetti at all.
I don't
But
dislike
it's
it.
not
I don't dislike it, but it's
not
like
mine.
never going to be
far
my choice.
It's like
I
so
guess-
far
If an
under my
Italian
total.
man is going to make it for me, I'll eat it. Absolutely.
There's just something about like
I think I like Alfredo the most.
have you had a meatball
No, no.
sub?
Yeah.
Like
Meatball
the
subs are good.
bread and the fucking meat sauce is so much better than if you like say take the bread away and use a pasta. It just doesn't mix as well.
For me, I think
It
it's
just
like
doesn't.
yeah. For me, it's like I like baked ziti, where it's like it's more like pasta and beef. Like that to me is a better than like just tomato sauce.
Like it's just every time I taste the actual taste pasta on its own,
I should make ziti.
and then have an Alfredo, and then have a fucking marinara or something, whatever, a meat sauce. Then just taste the pasta, just with salt, whatever, taste it, and then now dump it in individually and be like, what do you think mixes better? I get like 1,000 times people are gonna say the fucking heavy cream Alfredo type sauce is gonna mix
A lot
better.
of people like.
I'm getting hungry as we
I think they
talk.
like it because they just grew up with it. Because it's such a basic thing to make, but on the palate, I'm like, nah,
spaghetti.
fucking spaghetti can suck my dick. I
Well-
like it. It's good. It's food. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spaghettini.
Oh, we never got to the question, did we?
I think we did.
I think we did.
What was the question?
I don't remember.
We're gonna read the names now.
Was it really? Did we really get to it?
I think so.
Because I thought we went off on a.
Fuck them.
Wait, hold on. Now,
Because like
I got.
You're so lost. You're so lost now.
there was like a punching bag thing. It was like, oh, Sweeney's.
Oh yeah, we never actually got to the.
That's
question.
what I was like. I don't think we got to
Yeah,
it.
Sweetie was ridiculously big. He says. I really was about to end the show. Did you guys ever have a kid who was a known gooner or sex pest in high school? In my high school, there was this kid that we'll call Goonie,
Goonie.
who would constantly be watching porn at school and jacking off in bathrooms.
And he just like told people. He was
or-
like proud of.
He somehow managed to get porn on his school-assigned iPad. Okay, first of all, they have school-assigned iPads.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. They had laptops in our age.
Kids nowadays.
What?
They had laptops in our age.
What?
They had, for me in New York City, they had laptops.
I absolutely
What
did.
do you
And
mean
then
for you?
Then I moved, and they had laptops. Like you would use them for not computer lab.
I
or
never
whatever.
had a fucking school assigned
Yeah,
anything.
I definitely.
I had
didn't
that
have
shit in PK.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about? Kindergarten?
No, PKCI.
Oh my god! I said pre-K.
I thought you meant pre-K
I got
too.
I said
so
PK.
fucking
I was like,
furious
what
at
the
you.
fuck? Why? What would a kid do with that?
Yeah, here's your fucking iPad in pre-K in the 90s.
That's true.
Yeah, no, we didn't get any.
That's
we didn't even get
crazy.
calculators. They didn't give us anything. So.
Dude, the fact that you didn't get calculated sometimes too is like,
We didn't
what
get
the
nothing.
fuck?
I got nothing.
Yeah, we never got you got in Poughkeepsie High School. They gave
we
you
had
laptops?
laptops to use for certain classes.
And they would bring it to you. They would give it to you to take home.
No, not to take home. No way.
Bust out.
Well, then what is it? I don't understand.
We'd use it in for reports and stuff like that. We'd be able to check it out for reports.
Oh. Closest thing, we just had a computer class, and then there was
Yeah,
computers
we had a
in
computer
class.
lab
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
bunch of computers in it.
Yeah, that was it.
But I don't think we definitely didn't have laptops.
Yeah, but yeah, some kids get pads now. They get all this stupid shit that they're just wasting money on.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is. It's insane.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, but so he managed to get porn on his high school assigned iPad. I'm blown away that that's the thing. And allegedly was caught jacking off in class. Do you have any similar stories, gentlemen?
He was lost in the sauce.
I mean, I don't know about heavy gooners, but
I don't know about heavy.
I knew
Every
a dude,
kid was a gooner.
I knew a
That's the
dude.
thing.
I was
No.
pretty moderate.
Every kid was a gooner. Kids were just beating off. That's it. Young men were just
yeah,
masturbating.
but,
I would
but at
say,
a regular
But
rate.
at
if you were.
school is devious activity. That is devious activity.
I knew a guy. It's weird because I knew a guy that I don't know why you would tell somebody this, but he told someone. So then it made the rounds because obviously kids aren't going to keep quiet. But yeah, he absolutely beat off in class. Stroking himself over pants. You know what I mean? Like didn't whip his dick out.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. But what's the craziest part is busting in your pants and then letting it just drip down your leg. Because that's what he told. And the idea of telling, why would you tell anybody that? Because now that's what you're known for.
See the stain on my leg? It's my cum.
You're probably showing people, look at this, my battle scar. Check this out. Like painting
My
my
hip
leg.
is painted. Look at
That
it.
is so fucking
Yeah,
vile.
why would you the fact that you would even? It's like, look, at the very least, you can buy. You don't have to be any age to buy condoms, right? You can condoms or whatever. You actually would go to Planned Parenthood or go whatever. They would just
or
give
the
you
nurse's
shit.
office.
Yeah, they would give you shit because they want you to use the stuff. So you can get condoms. At the very least, if I was going to be a deviant, I would put a condom on my dick then jack off. Like if I was going to do it in class or something. You know what I mean?
This age.
Like at the very
I understand
least.
what you're saying. It's just
Like,
you're
obviously
in
I
a
would-
realm I can't. You're operating in a realm I can't fathom.
I'm being rational about
This-
that crazy
If
shit.
I was around at this time, I would have absolutely bought a fleshlight.
What do you mean?
100%. Like, I would've
if
bought a
fleshlights came out while I
was
was in school, because they came out right after I graduated.
Yeah, I would have bought a fleshlight.
Yeah.
If I had to know how, I'd be like, I'm gonna buy a fleshlight.
I remember the fleshlight getting
know.
huge in 2007, so I was just like a year after I graduated.
I
was like,
I still
that's
want
crazy. But it was.
I still want a fleshlight. I would use it maybe once, but I want one of the crazy ones.
That's
like fucking
guys.
Luigi.
Hold on. We can definitely get them because I DM'd a fleshlight in 2018 and they sent me items. I literally said
That was a while ago, though.
But still, why not? Because like I asked them, do you guys sponsor YouTubers? Like, no, but I'll send you some stuff. And then I raffled off two of them.
Yeah.
Two of the items.
You gave them your social security number and
I want the fucking Mrs. Incredible one. I want the fucking.
Is this an incredible one?
Then just buy it.
There's a KFC one. You know why I can't buy one.
You don't have to. She doesn't have to know.
She'd find out.
How would you find out?
Because she'd be fucking.
Their house is
possessed.
It
small,
looks
to be
like a
fair.
flashlight.
She
can't hide it.
She'd be possessed by the Hispanic urge to touch my shit while I'm not there.
But so-
then she'd find, and I'd be like, "Yes, I have it," and it would just be an unnecessary argument.
Why would it be? Okay, hold on. First of all,
I get it. No. You're telling me like I understand.
so I just want to know this question. This is all. You're telling me that she thinks masturbation is unhealthy.
She would be offended somehow, and I'd be like, "Why are you offended?"
No, but do you think she's actually like, say, if like you're like, oh, I just needed to concentrate, so I snapped one off. Would she be upset?
Not upset, but she'd be like, sort of judgy about it because she's a woman that wasn't taught healthy sex You know, she's like, every person, most people, they're like, oh, they don't understand. This is just an urge that I have, and that's nothing more than that. Because the thing for me, this right, is like instantly, it's like, if I'm with someone, right, and they are masturbating instead of cheating on me, I much rather prefer that.
It's not like, see, I don't even
my
mind doesn't even go in that way.
This is an act they're doing just to relieve stress or whatever they're doing, and that's fine.
Because I feel
It
like
would be like being offended that you had a snack by yourself instead of eating together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I was hungry.
It's
What do you mean?
insane to me. It's insane to me. But a lot of people have that. Particularly a lot of young women have that problem. I don't know why. It's like, why is the problem?
Yeah, I guess they just grew up in a home that was like,
But for them,
somehow negative.
Their sexuality is not like, you know, they're not taught sexuality health most of the time.
Well,
not
it just makes me
way.
think when they fucking when they masturbated,
They felt like the guilt probably. They probably felt like shame on the guilt.
what was it, like a ritual? Did they like light candles and shit? Like what was the what are you doing? I thought the point of it is to like is more of a stress reliever than anything.
Yeah.
You're
How
like,
much is
I
it?
need
Get
I
out
have-
of the way.
Exactly.
I don't want to spend as much. I want to spend as little time on this as possible.
Exactly.
I'm gonna punch myself
That's what
twice,
the
and I'm gonna get it done.
the idea of edging and shit like that was so foreign to me because I'm like, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah,
I don't have time for
the fuck?
gooning and like I get it if you're one of those sex streamers, of course.
Well, that's your job, yeah.
Exactly. Otherwise, what's the benefit? I'd rather get it done and then play video game or something. Why am I gonna? It's cutting into all my other time. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
So I'm like, ladies, if you're listening to this and you're one of those people offended by that shit, don't.
Yeah, relax.
Please don't. Your significant other is not doing it because like, what's wrong with me? It's not. It's literally just. I just need to snap
Yeah.
one off.
All
real fast.
three of you women in the audience, listen up.
Damn, 3? You think there's 3?
I think there's 2 and 1.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 and 1 pretending.
Have you seen it?
Oh, so someone who made it. You piece of shit. That's not. You're such a piece of shit. You're saying there was a one like as if like it was officially sold.
Oh,
You can get it. You can get this.
Hold on,
bro.
you're talking about things that they can't see. They just showed the Ms. Incredible fleshlight.
Idiot.
Can I show it? I don't know
No,
if I can show that.
no, but
I mean, you're
it's
not-
It's a conversation about something they can't see. I'm trying to fill them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not real. That somebody made that.
Someone fucking shoved.
That's so stupid looking.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
I think
funny.
just to have this piece is hilarious. It's like were you there for Thanksgiving at my house or no?
I honestly don't remember.
There's one that's a dumpster where it's a girl in a dumpster and her butt is exposed. She's like in a trash can, like a trash thing, and her butt is exposed and her head's poking out the top.
Was that when you
And
headed
it's-
out to the tables
yeah,
outside?
yeah, outside.
Yeah.
And then there was there was one that was a table where it was like a regular table that it flipped to like one of the asses of the like one of the fucking like fleshlight lower body parts. And I'm like, yo, who owns this? I would have one just because it's funny.
You want it, right?
I would definitely at least use it once because like I bought it. Might as well get a use out of it.
Yeah.
But that's crazy to walk about to see him have that.
Look, there's only last thing we'll say, and we got to get out of here. Like, the only thing that I will try at some point is that spinning shit. Like they got the pocket pussies that like spinning. Like, but that's
You have
insane.
mentioned this so many
And they
times.
heat up.
Have I?
Yeah, right? I'm not crazy. Right? You're really fixated on the spinning.
So because it's such a.
I think there's even an animation of you talking about like
Probably.
you remember that really like uncharacteristically like really good animation that was like
Oh,
really long. It was us around the table and like it was like the sex robot one,
yeah. That was damn.
Ergomancy or whatever.
That's right.
But like, dude, that
we were talking about that.
even talking about in that
didn't
in
talk
that
about
clip. You're talking about like
spinning.
I'm waiting for one that spins. You've been fixated on the spin.
The only reason I'm fixated
What
on
is
the
the idea?
spin.
Have you wanted to
Well,
spin a girl on you? Or just
No,
wanted to
it's
twirl her?
because that is something that cannot be replicated in sex.
Right.
It's like to me, that's the only because like
Because otherwise they'll kick you in the head or something. It'll be a whole deal.
think about it. Like okay, so we're all regular dudes that can have sex with women, right? So like, what the fuck do I need a pocket pussy for?
Amputee.
Big brain
Ooh, that's an easy way to just fucking start gaining velocity. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. But like other than that, that is something that cannot be replicated. You can't. So I even say like a woman wouldn't even be offended because if you're getting like a pocket pussy of like a porn star, she might be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, my pussy's not good enough." But then like the spinny shit, I'm like, well, come on, you understand. Like this is something so insane that you just want to like. Let's see what the hell this. Whoa, like you might. I think you might like.
It might suck actually.
It might actually be too much. Like like too much stimulation. Like it's like when she keeps going after you busted. It might be something like that.
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite.
You're shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Let's get out. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's like going Super Saiyan.
I guess that it probably is what Super Saiyan feels like. Going Super Saiyan.
That's crazy.
Have you ever beat the refraction? Like you kept like.
Yeah.
You beat like so she kept going to the point where you're like. And then you honed it in, and you're like, "All right, we reset in real time." That shit is next. I haven't done that in a very long time. Like that
we're getting older.
My T was like.
I don't think we have that. I think we have a very limited time of being able to do that.
I won't even try that anymore. I'm too tired. No more. Who cares?
Yeah,
I got really good at it when I had practice.
You hold it in, and
I'm deeply out of practice.
And then you.
Back at
now you're back at it. It's like Keith David right there.
Fucking what you call it?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, go.
We're gonna read the names now, and just to make sure this goes by as quickly as possible, Sweeney, I'm gonna have you start.
Oh
you
my God.
fucking monster.
All right, give me a countdown.
So you'll do the first page. We'll do the alternate. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
You want to do a countdown? All right.
Goon. Oh god.
5, 4, 3.
I feel like I'm being tortured.
2, 1.
Haggard.
The homeless person between Sween's teeth. I am not gonna read this name out loud.
You have to.
I am not reading this name out loud.
That's they paid for it.
Yeah, they did.
I'm going to kill the president with a mortar.
He said that.
You don't know which one.
I recently got my necrotic.
Could be the president of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, the president of Chuck E. Cheese. Shout out
I
Luigi.
recently got my necrotic gallbladder removed. Emma throwing on big bills. Flexing being a day one listener, like a Destiny veteran, flexing playing the D1 beta when sharing a bad opinion. I just had a prostate exam, and while the doctor was shoulder deep in my rectum, all I could think about was Shannon Sharp eating, plankton, and the clum bucket. Listening to Rust Off my slutty little car. Licking the rust off my slutty little car. Built a what is this?
I like how you refuse to get glasses. It's awesome.
Built a Vertogenlichlife. Zeef in my garbage. It ain't a lie. Now coming out. I'm finna fly. And the nearest Pride Parade. Goodbye. Nothing nowhere 1 by 1. Everybody wants to gate my ass by rear for queers. Vic has been moving to the C Central United Rational Republic. Yield the committee. Berserker Broly gap shotting Sween's teeth. Snark tank in Japan featuring Johnny Somali.
Let's do that.
That guy sucks. Lawyer reacting to my reacting to me fucking their wife. Emmett Till like a villain. Sweeney flossing using a vinegary ball sack. I bite children. Derek Poppy Poppy made meta. Listen to the new way out. Domination. Vaughn of the Dead.
I'll check that out.
Briar helping my grandma cross the street, then kicking her into the gutter. The sketch is Sween's alt skin. Who's the sketch?
What are you saying?
The sketch is Sween's alt skin. Oh my god, like the image.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's I don't like that. Okay. Who you choosing between Kill Switch Engage, Papa Roach, X Rise Against, Ghost, or Linkin Park concert?
I don't know.
Oh, between what show to go to?
Yeah, I'm choosing Linkin Park. No, I'm choosing Rise Against.
They just came out with a new song, and I don't.
I'll go
like
to
it.
Ghost. It's a spectacle.
What's it called?
They have a lot of like costume shit, so I'd do that. Kill Switch. Seen them. It's fun. It's just niggas on stage.
Women can have penises to suck. A dick ain't gay. It's cool, in fact. What's your favorite video editing software? Probably the classic one, Premiere, for most of us, I'd assume.
No, I use some old shit that I'm grandfathered into.
Came inside a sex doll so much that it either is alive or got cursed. I sometimes see it move from the spot where the spot. I wish I was joking. That's unfortunate. You should probably stop fucking it. Hamas Piker and sexual deviant Bolel competing for the most terrible human award. That's crazy. Hiring Bo Obama to kill my boyfriend for not giving me enough attention. Saying the man whose handies are god tier and make me randy. I guess getting murdered by an entire United States military because some dog used to work at the White House. Tune of Schism by The Tool. I know my penis fits.
I know my penis fits.
That's insane. I'm shitting it. If shitting cum is cool, consider me Miles gay. Death, Jack, the West Fastest Majority, following Chris since 2013. I apologize. Goon Rivers, spread your cheeks a mile. Chris, it's not retreading. It's a callback. Read a comic book. Read a comedy book. You unenlightened bohemian wrench. Give us more Majin Red Dead Redemption.
Megadeth.
Did he write it? Did you write Megadeth?
Yeah, that's cool. That is the average fan.
Would
of
you
Megadeth.
kindly tickle my penis? Big meaty stinks. Semen in thick of knot. Semen in eye by thick knot, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Andy, the man whose handies are now S tier and forever dandy. There's two of you guys. Brand stroke and fuckula. Freak on a leash, beatboxing into the boys' gooch. I live in Texas. I ain't going to Vegas for no Roadhouse. Absolute horse piss. What are you doing? Who are you creating?
I'm making a little feller.
The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP. Gids sucking on from Valacine. I can't put down a dick. Dang, that's crazy. I fell in love with Lean. I fell in love. That poor guy. He's so big. He's down the cock.
Yeah, he's got to go on Ozempic, man.
He's so big, man.
He's got to go on Ozempic.
Crazy. Sure. My little brother thought germaphobe was someone afraid of Germans. All right, this is the next page.
Kind of looks like Trevor a little bit.
It does. It's like Trevor coded.
Yeah. Sipping on
Profalazine would come. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love. At what level is that like terrible? Like watching someone just kill themselves? Like what? Like
yeah. Well, look.
Like at what level is that?
Everybody's rooting for him to like lose some weight, so we'll see what happens.
I think you are.
No, I mean like even the comment sections. That's everyone's just like, please put down the cup. Please like take care of yourself. Like all this shit.
It's like at what moment is participating in the spectacle just truly insidious? Is it Nikata Avocado? You know, it's like he was, doing all that stuff, and people were like,
but see, he had nothing to offer to society, so nobody like actually was rooting for him to lose fucking weight.
Who wanted him to die?
Like Dave Blunt's actually has like some music that's pretty catchy and shit. But anyway, don't use Grindr. Just go to a Ford dealership. DK Rap, he's longer, harder, thicker too. He's got a big member with white hot goo. Huh, woo. The gay. Huh, the dong. The gay, and then it cuts off. Chevelle, the cum. So instead of the red, his penis go gay, so gay now his dick I feel. I'm not sure which part of that song that is. Like so,
DK.
Yeah, I can't.
Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the bunch.
Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlove, or how I learned to stop worrying and love the cock. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants teaching several chimps patois so they can and will rape Sween to death. What the fuck? Fuckface unstoppable.
What is that?
I don't know, man.
Chris, did you ever find that remote that went missing? He never found it. Did you check in the bathroom? You know, the one cardboard thingy. Long-time question asker, first-time listener. Jolly old dipshit, the ace of parades. Dry jelking to the 8 hours Rich Piana theme arm workout music video. That's awesome. Because you make Cause you make ass ache. Yeah, you make my ass ache. Earthquake. Snark Tank movie commentary idea. I am Sam. Oh, yeah, right. Martian manfucker strikes back from poverty. Oot boy. Fuck my butt. Fuck my butt. Fuck my butt. Fuck my butt so much harder. Homo. Yeah. Yeah, I like this guy. His avatar is the sween, the nega sween.
Nigga swing.
Yeah, nega sween. For episode 300, say all the patron names. I promise it'll be funny. Stiltson? Okay. Billy Joel on trial for starting the LA Fighters. Auxiliary Enjoyers, Smitchy the Kid.
That was the face
Mr.
there.
Gay Man, bring your dick here and then shove it. He bit in my rear, Mr. Sandman, yeah. Bring me your rear, yeah. She picking on my Pippa, coming in the name of Shannon Sharp's colon falling out on Instagram Live. Ichiban Kasuga. I'm just here so I don't get killed. Asking for breast milk at the restaurant. Fuck it. Star Coffee. I, Chris Reagan, firearm, do pledge my life to ISIS. Yoosh. Mr. Defoe, why? Because you conjured me. Oh, wait. You already read this, right? So they have it. It's good. Mr. Defoe, why? Because you conjured me from the void. Now it's pizza time, he yelled. As a time-consuming transformation began. Yeah, you read that last time. Yeah. Craig the Canadian. It appears my superiority has led to some controversy. It's your boy Shawnee D. Moves like Jagger. Take me by the bum, and I know I can't tell how it's supposed to go. Take me by the bum, and I know you'll fuck me till you come, and I'll show you. You're gonna bruise my asshole. You're gonna be okay. I got you. Yeah. Friendly neighborhood sex offender Cerberus Agent 267. Whoa.
He said it. That's what he's saying.
he's saying. That's awesome.
He's saying stupid horse.
New gay paramour be like, gay times. You're gonna fuck your butt and gape your asshole wide gay times. Idea for the podcast, get a cork board and hang some fan art right behind Derek.
Oh yeah,
Ain't
that's not a bad idea.
idea.
We got to get fan art though.
We do need we have some older fan art that may be lost to time. I have some saved,
Yeah,
but if y'all can just
corkboard's not a bad idea.
throw some shit our way so it'll even be easier. Yeah. Let's see. Billy J. Armstrong speaking an American Idiot melody. Oh yeah, getting on Jay-Z's podcast, having the cadence to like Empire State of Mind. I love that. Doing so, begging y'all to listen to United Health and other songs by Jesse Wells. It's okay to punch Nazis. You know, I used to be like, hey, violence begets violence. I used to be like one of those people like, hey, man, let's not escalate things. But I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I just punch them. I don't care.
I
anymore.
never agree with that point ever. I never agree with the let's not punch Nazis. Like, no.
Well,
they shouldn't be out and about praising
so my thing
speech.
is because my original philosophy was humiliate Nazis, because the main thing is they think they're cool. You humiliate them, they don't want to be that shit anymore.
You do
I didn't want to punch them to give them that fucking that victim complex that they so desperately want.
No, give them
that they
victim.
always write about in fucking doctrines and their stupid media like the Turner Diary and all that bullshit. Yeah. But now I'm like, punch them. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, at this point,
I don't care.
the issue for me was always like, I don't care if you kill him. You know what I mean? I never did. But the issue was just like, okay, I think Bernie's a lot better than Hillary Clinton. It's like, oh, so you're a Nazi. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was like, that's kind of the issue. That's where the issue came in. It was just like, listen, you can kill, punch, do whatever the fuck you want to Nazis, but you got to make sure they were actually Nazis.
Yeah, like the guy that infamous, or that I wouldn't say infamous, famous, that awesome picture of that fucking incel goat-looking idiot doing the Nazi salute, and then all of a sudden the next frame of him getting caught.
Oh yeah. Like that's good.
That's fucking hilarious.
No one's opposed to that.
If anyone would be mad at that, you're like, dude, no. But it was like, say, like, I don't like the idea of say Richard Spencer was so desperately looking to be like persecution complex.
Oh yeah.
So when that guy like attacked him in public, I'm like, this is exactly what he wants. I'm like, don't give that to him.
You got to finish the job if you do it. Though.
Where I'm at now, go ahead. I don't care.
I
don't
can't
care.
pretend to care.
I don't care at all.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, like political strategy. I don't care anymore.
Boil him if you want.
You just drop them in hot oil.
Like that fucking
No,
that
you
lobster
throw-
that
you-
killed the Warren Harding.
You just throw hot water on him until he starts boiling. You just progressively throw water on him until he begins to boil.
I'm down, dude. Serpent smoking, joking, Motorcon going like this. Drippin' Mates, Lord of all drip. Have you guys seen this video of that gorilla throwing a raccoon like a frisbee? No,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Obi, once you blow me, waiting for the sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Yeah, and then last page. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm over being nice to those people. They don't deserve it.
I
I used
just-
to be a very peaceful. Like I watched Spider-Man growing up, and Spider-Man doesn't hurt bad
I just like
people.
political strategy. I feel like it was important. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Rise Against recorded their new vocals in between Sweeney's teeth. It's a very specific thing. Yeah, so they came out with a new song recently, and I'm not really. I don't really like it that much. It's mixed, really not well. Like it just there's too much reverb on it, and I'm just like, nah, take the reverb off, man.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
That happened with the Killswitch Engage. They released 2 new tracks. It's the same thing. I was like, it mixed fucking weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The hell's going on?
I hope the rest of it's. I mean, usually their singles aren't my favorite songs anyway, so like, I'm not too worried about it. But like, I hope it's not. I hope not every song is mixed that way.
I feel like we're getting like AI producers, man. It's like something that's weird, like that, and then just one of my favorite bands. I had the same problem. I just felt like that's kind of odd.
I
Yeah.
saw an image yesterday of penguins. I didn't know it was fake, and I found that it was fake today. Yeah, and it really bothered me. Yeah,
Oh, is the one that eating
like
the
AI
shrimp?
penguins?
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was AI.
Oh, you mean like
I-
it's getting better?
I only knew it because I was watching. I was like, "What is this?" And then the shrimp just didn't. The shrimp looked weird, and I was just like, oh,
It
this is
really
AI.
bothered me, and I was like, "Oh no!"
So you got tricked. You got duped.
It worked, and I was like, "I
Well,
got."
jeez, imagine like
I gotta
5
up
years.
my eye. I gotta up my eye on
In
stuff.
5 years, we're gonna get tricked a lot.
In 5 months, we're gonna get tricked.
No.
Yep, and then it's not
Oh
regulating
shit!
that.
Especially with the that's very true.
regulating that.
It's gonna accelerate so
gonna be
insane
really
and
bad.
destroy communities. It's gonna be great.
People are gonna be able to claim people are doing things they're not.
It's gonna be great.
And then wars are gonna start.
Did you see
I'm
that
sure of it. I'm sure.
Did you see the what is it the import what is it the tariffs on Mexico are now they're probably going to affect video games,
Of course they are.
and everybody's like, what? I'm like, you fucking.
Oh, they just believed
I'm really
him.
excited.
They just believed him. I like it.
Yeah, it's really like I saw a tweet recently like that was like Latino communities are like confused at the sudden change in tone from the Trump administration or whatever.
Oh,
the-
you're confused.
Oh,
Like they said anything different?
I have such an ill contempt for both of my cultures right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
I have such a huge ill contempt for both of my cultures.
Just go. I don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
Dude. It's so stupid. It's
I
so
can't
beyond
wait-
stupid.
I
I don't
can't
want to
wait.
spend too much time thinking about
yeah.
it.
I know niggas having their
move on. We're at
moms
the end of the
deported.
show.
I can't wait till your
We're-
mom
we're-
gets taken.
Yeah. It's
We're at the end of the
I
show.
can't wait.
it's too stupid. I don't want to think about it right now.
It's not that I can't wait, but
I can't.
I know
wait.
what you mean. I know
I'm
what you
excited.
mean. It's like a Joker moment. You get what
yeah,
you
you
deserve.
get what you find.
Yeah.
I know
fucking
people in close proximity that were like, yeah, and I'm like, all right, bro. When your mom is gone, I'm going to laugh at you.
Oh yeah.
I'm going
Oh,
to
sure.
laugh.
Oh, no,
I'm going
like
to-
100%
when your
they're
mom and your
crying.
dad are gone, I'm going to
They're
laugh.
crying.
At
I
you.
would take a selfie with them.
That's
Like
crazy.
100%. I don't care.
Deported mom. Might delete later.
Might delete later.
Might delete later. Won't.
Well,
Posted 5 years ago. Drinking swirl girls ass crack sweat. Derek's hereditary take is ass.
Hereditary?
Oh, from the movie with the autistic girl with her head coming off.
Oh, because they're one of the people that think they're smart.
They
think
like
think it's-
the movie.
They think it's like sophisticated and shit, and they're like too stupid to like realize
they
that
just like
that
it.
it's just filled with a bunch of bullshit to make stupid people think it's smart.
I don't know. I just don't like it. I've never really thought deeply about why.
You know why? Because you're not stupid. No, I'm serious.
What do you mean?
If you were a stupid person, you would think that movie's good and it's deep.
I laughed at a lot of moments of it.
It's like I think that's what it's for. Like if
laughed at it.
if you're not like stupid, then it's like fun to
I
watch.
watched it with you. Me, you, and
It's
Gabby
fun to
watched it.
watch
Early
because
COVID.
it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah, that's right.
When a girl's banging her head against the fucking scene, like couldn't stop
That shit's
laughing.
hilarious.
I
It
was
is funny.
fucking
I'm also
tripping.
like, why are you doing that, bitch? Because you appear in the attic just seconds later.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's such a stupid fucking movie, but it's enjoyable in that way. But if you're someone who's philosophizing about it, if you're pontificating about how good it is, you're an idiot.
Pontificating.
You're a fucking idiot. And I
mean,
look,
yeah, I
look,
don't know.
I know some people are gonna get offended by that. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter.
I haven't analyzed
you
it
can-
deep enough to know if it's truly stupid or not. Is the
It's
thing. I
ve-
kind of just watched it and was like, all right.
Look, man,
I think there's nuance to it.
There's nuance to it that has been shoved in purposefully. That makes it really bad. There are people who write really well that don't need to do shit like that. It's like when you say like a smart person uses very few words to communicate. And then there's a Jordan Peterson that uses word salad to try to pretend like they're smart. And that's what this movie is. And there's movies like that where I'm going to put in a bunch of shit in it, and I'm going to put in all this imagery, and you're going to be like, oh, what's this mean? And what's this mean? I'm like, this fucking retarded. That's not good art. That's not good. It's art.
I don't know.
It's art. It's not good. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, what do you mean it's not good? It's subjective. I'm like, no, it's art. But when you're shoehorning shit in to be like, oh, look at me, I put in so much meaning in this. It's like, no, actually make a scene that on the surface seems normal, but then it's like, I need to watch this over and over and to catch the nuances. That's brilliant.
I guess I just feel like there are far worse. It's a weird target.
Of course,
for
I'm not
that
saying.
Criticism, I
well, no,
guess.
it's because it's one of the more popular recent things to come out. That's all.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It has nothing to do with like because there are worse like that. I'm not even. I never even said that it's the worst thing.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all. It just came up.
Saint. I'm only here because Chris waterboarded my dog. Well, wish they.
Oopsies.
What did you say?
Oopsies.
Whoops. It's like you've seen that. I'm sure you've seen it.
What?
That. Oh, it's like this
Someone
really
dying?
weird looking face. It's like this meme. I'll probably look for it after this. But it's like the audio. It's like audio from TikTok. It's like you've burned my house to the ground. It's like guy going like, but it's like a weird looking fucking.
It's the same font as the guy that put his hands on his shoulders, and it's like the two people next to him. It's like one. It's like. It's very. It's like Frieza. It's like Frieza and Vegeta next to like Goku, and he's like putting his hands on his shoulders. You haven't seen those memes?
Where it's like the guy on the shoulder.
He's like breaking it to you.
Where it's the long face and it's like people draw
Right,
shit.
right.
I love that.
That shit is fucking funny.
What is that from originally?
I don't know. I think it's from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like actually.
Oh, you might be right actually.
I think
Because
it's
that's
fucking. I think it's when
I never put that together.
I think it's when Yusuke dies and Kurobara is like crying about it, and then some guy is like, "Stop being gay."
Wish they put pornos on planes so I can have a Mile High Goon.
Yeah.
Wage Slave 583, Teenage Mutant N-Word Turtles,
Love it,
Papini
baby.
Brothers, Carl Urban daring Jack Quaid to stick his hand in the deep fryer for Novocaine movie. Don Donkerson, did you ever hear the Weeknd song about being a virgin that he wrote for American Dad? I did hear that.
I did too.
I know. I haven't heard it.
He plays this character, and he's like supposed to be like a ladies' man, but like it's revealed later on that like he's a virgin. Oh, I think he just plays himself.
Oh,
He plays the Weeknd, and he reveals like I'm actually scared of women, and he does this whole banger about being a virgin.
Nice.
It's pretty good. American Dad's got some good music somehow.
Oh,
I guess Seth MacFarlane just does. I don't know.
exactly.
I guess it's just
him
part
being
of it.
involved in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got good taste.
Gade 6, 1991.
Got to finish this.
What is this? The 1991 film Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins has Oolong the pig in blackface. Also, Goku is called Monkey Boy. It's free on YouTube. That's Dragon. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me say
was Monkey Boy,
this one thing. The original Dragon Ball has a bunch of fan service. It's got a bunch of it's some. It's not lolly exactly, but like it's flirting with that line.
Yeah.
And then there's like blackface.
Even though I like that show a lot,
And Dragon Ball Z doesn't. So
I agree.
Now Kingston loves the one with the lolly.
Yeah.
I love Dragon Ball
does.
for
And-
just simply
and,
for the character
and the
And the
racism.
blackface, yeah.
And the blackface. Yeah.
I think blackface is hilarious. That you can't get me with that part. The lolly part, I'm like, yo, that's really bad. The blackface, I'm like,
Like,
more.
More.
Goku
Hey,
wear
Mr.
blackface.
Popo.
Goku's like,
The
I'm not
closest
gonna
thing
do
that I got. Mr. Popo's the closest thing. That's closest. I'll take it.
Until we got Piccolo, and you were like, all right, Piccolo, you're us now.
You're honest.
PP, it shall be done, my lord. Pizza time is on the way. I regret not getting a scumbag tea. Hey, my dad used to punish me by publicly embarrassing me with Tart Speak too. Me be fishy, she Shabbat on my shalom till I mazel tov. Reporting live from Speaker Mike Johnson's Goon Cave. John Strickland, Mercs 1889. Slab. Oh, it's just Ligma Balls backwards.
Nice. Very cool.
I couldn't pronounce it though. Slab. A miggle. So dumb.
Like my balls backwards.
The first Richard Keith David present the JOI Rogan experience.
Nice.
The VR chat goth I fucked is also from New Jersey. One of these days, Kingston. One of these days, bang zoom straight out your colon. Pre-Roz. My cock in the middle of your cheeks. Blake 896. Who do you think you are? I am the Bosnian tummy tickler. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words were, "Wow, damn, Elon really just did that, huh?" Because Kazuhiro, the racial pain hurricane, Miller, Texas Tater Salad, Young Sheldon getting shot by Littlefoot Unchained. Monster Sween is just Etrigan, Niggy Ziggy. 57 shades of 57 shades of gay. Marcus, Maria's colon fell out, man. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Jamie, pull up the Shrek spinning around in the mud at the speed of sound. Snark Tank, being legendary. When auditory range dastardly aura effect causes -5 to intelligence, -5 per 5s damage, psychic dam. Preheated toast, sorry Miss Jackson, badly brave, dog, the baby hunter, Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3, Orange Man Hunter, Nafram, Melvis 1, and rounding out our list as always is King.
Penis.
The king of haphazard. Oh boy.
Cummers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
King of Megadeth.
Megadeth.
You really got to emphasize that M, man.
Yeah, you got Megadeth.
Megadeth.
All right, let's go. Bye, everybody. Bye. Goodbye.
Megger.